Welcome back to Recovery Unfiltered. I'm Larry.
You sit on the toilet, don't you? Use that as your meditation.
I'm Rob. I'm also an alcoholic. Not our wives. Nobody listening to this podcast has eaten a shit sandwich. They didn't have a hand in making.
Welcome back, Rob.
Welcome back, Larry.
We just did another recording, but you know what? I'm excited about this one right here.
Hey, are we affiliated with anybody?
If we ain't affiliated, tell us all the acronyms that we're not affiliated with.
AA, NA,
Don't forget
STDs,
There it was.
CA, PhD, anything. We are not affiliated with any of those acronyms. No letters after our names, not one.
Oh my God. So yeah, welcome back. We got this is gonna be fucking fun, man. I'm excited about this one. We got back at our studio with me today, and you guys fell in love with this guy. He actually is still one of the biggest listens that we got. Besides by the number first one, and it's not because it's fucking me, so shut the fuck up. But because everybody, when they start listening to podcasts, they always go back to the very first one, right? So the very first one's always going to be the most listened to. The second best is this guy right here.
Yeah, there's some real shit coming. Like we're doing
life.
We're living, I didn't realize it at the time, but that's what, that's the American dream right there. With your, guidance and stuff. I think, my head, I'm thinking I'm the greatest thing on this planet. And that was high school behavior.
It's time to stop.
And I wasn't smart enough to realize that I'd never been in jail, never been in trouble, had the world at the, my fingertips. Anything I wanted, I could do.
Hurt people, hurt others.
Hurt people, hurt others. And someone might have got shot in the middle of it.
Sorry, man. I had to leave that one in there.
That's great.
That's like one of the best. When I went back, every time I listen to that or when it comes up and I hear that, some people may have gotten shot, like some non-fucking chalant. Welcome back, Big J.
Hey, good to see you guys, man. Glad to be here.
Pull that mic a little closer, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so it's a little bit different studio than what you were in before. What's funny is Jason was the very first one we had on here, our first guest. And we were in my office with just 3 mics on a little bitty, stand and no big deal. Now we're fucking full-blown studio. The only thing I want to put a door over there, but now we're in a full-blown studio. Even listen to the audio of that compared to what the audio coming out now, it's so awesome.
Yeah, it's a different
here. How you been?
Been great, man.
How was Hawaii?
Hawaii was different. It was the
what do you mean?
Island of Kauai, and it was just not the tourist place. And my wife had an itinerary, and we hiked every day and did everything every day, and it was just different.
You know what she's doing? She's trying to keep your old ass healthy.
Dude, I'm on right now on day 3 of a fast. So.
Are you grumpy?
No, I feel great. She's grumpy.
Well, bring her in.
This is my wife, Jenny, from the block.
Hey, Jenny, welcome in.
Hi, gentlemen.
Yes.
Oh, my God. This is going to be off the hook. I was pissed as we were sitting here getting ready to start recording. These guys all fucking running back and forth, and Jenny's talking her shit. I'm like, hold fucking on. And then she's starting a TikTok video and shit. I'm like, God damn it. Hold on. We got to get this shit rolling because we missed about 20 minutes of good shit.
Probably some of the best stuff. We just hit the fucking floor.
Even Brad has told me multiple times. He goes, Larry, you got to have the mics hot when people walk in here.
Just heat them up. Yeah, you should for real. That was some off the
fun shit
natural,
right there at the very beginning.
I found out we're part of a cult. That's awesome.
Yes.
Oh,
I love that shit.
We're gonna get into that. Jason, how did other people hear your podcast or your episode? I mean,
I had so many people.
Nice.
That I had people come to me and literally say, hey, I'm sorry, I thought of you different at one time. Right. And hearing that gave me a different opinion of, some of the actions that you've done and, who you are.
But isn't that something, you walk a mile in someone's shoes, you get a different appreciation for what they've been through when you know the truth.
Yeah.
Why does your mic sound fucked up?
Because of you.
I didn't do a fucking thing, prick.
I haven't touched nothing. You're over there with all the keyboards, dipshit.
Damn it. Anyway, so you got some positive.
He don't change nothing. See, he didn't change a fucking thing.
No, he acted like he did that.
Yeah. Because he wants to sound the best. It's Larry. Go ahead. It's about Jason. Go ahead. I don't matter what I sound like.
You're at Maryland and Billy Ray ran into me. I ran into your dad out here. He was sitting on the side of the road waiting for something, and I flipped a bitch, and I went back over there. I go, hey, did you listen? He said, oh my God, Larry, that was incredible. That was incredible. So yeah. It was pretty cool, man. I like I said, it was what was so fucking nice about it, Jason, and I said it in the very beginning, is growing up as kids, going through all the bullshit we went through, going different ways, and all of a sudden we end up back as a couple of alcoholics sitting behind a couple of microphones talking about the shit we've been through.
Yeah.
And reconnecting in ways that it was so much fun to sit with you. And now we got, with Jen coming in, when we finished your episode, we did yours in a 2-part, right? Because when we first started the podcast, I was adamant, I'm only doing 30 minutes, only doing this, only doing that. And shit, it wasn't 2 or 3 episodes later, I'm doing 1.5 hours, 2 hours, because I was just letting people talk, right? And Katie, my wife, the CFO of FF Studios.
FFS Studios.
Who writes the checks, right? She says, Larry, you really got to get Jason back in here and finish his story, because there's a lot still there. And when I went back and listened to it, she's right. There's a lot there, because what we talked about is you getting sober, and we touched a little bit on the promises that came back to you, Jason. I want you to kind of pick up from there. We talked about when you got married to Jen, and you started a little bit about that, but bring in those promises and how that's just still to this day just absolutely.
And talk about Ren and Drew and your other
They're
kids.
part of the promises,
right?
Yeah.
Honestly, they are. I was just sitting here, almost tearing up, bro, because, dude, like you've said over and over, Rob, through my, working, just us all being together, it gets better and better and better every day. And dude, with my family life, my work, just the way I feel, just everything in my life, it couldn't be any better right now, to be where I'm at in my life. And as of now, I don't know, 3-4 months ago, Drew, and who is Drew? Drew is my son. He's my second to the youngest son. And he, I've really tried really hard to have a connection with him through life, but I shut down a lot after Tyler and everything else that went through, and just basically pushed off and lived in the moment of my life, what I was doing. And I know a lot of people do that, but I still my whole life. I've talked to my dad every morning. I call my dad every morning. And with Drew, we would talk twice a year, 3, how you doing? We still love each other, but it turned into, hey, I told him, I talk to my dad every day. I know you don't get that. I want to start talking to you. And for the past probably 3 months, we talk almost every morning on my way to work and his way to work. And we are completely in each other's lives. It's, a lot to do with my wife. She's forced to, she would tell me right out the gate, hey, you have other kids, besides, Micah and, I would
Jake and
my stepkids.
We'll talk about Ren.
Yes.
Too. Yeah. Because Ren's doing real good. Awesome.
Well, that's, I'm going to lead into that, but so Drew, is every day we're connected. Better and better. Who would ever thought it? I would have never thought that. And then Riley, the past couple weeks, has been calling me, talking about sobriety. And she called me saying, hey, Dad, I'm just in a bad space. I'm doing some things that I shouldn't be doing, but it's the same old shit that I've done my whole life.
You recognize it?
Bro, it was me.
Yeah, and you recognize it before she even called you?
I knew it, and I've talked to her before about AA and blah, blah, because this ain't our first talk about this. Okay. It's probably our second.
How old is Riley now?
Riley's 30 years old.
Right.
Yeah. She's the same age.
Wow.
Yeah,
she's 29.
She's in between McKinnon and Riley.
Yeah. But she, has been, not putting her on blast or anything.
No.
But,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
Running amok.
But wait till you guys see how this is all connected, because it is such a small world. Wait till you see how this all comes full circle.
Yeah. So anyway, the past 2 weeks I've been talking to Riley every day. No, she started with me. I started telling her, hey, when you go in, I tried to tell her, go into AA, you have a social outlet. You have somewhere to go, people like-minded. And I told her, you want to know who you are? Because she's telling me how bad her friends are. snorting coke, partying, and she doesn't want to be like that. But I said, hey, look who your friends are standing right next to you. That's who you are.
That's right.
And she's like, ooh, well, I've been thinking that, and I don't want to be like that, and I want more. And I was like, sis, I went through my whole life wanting more, and we talked on a deeper level of, dude, and I was like, dude, if you just went, I said, I did not believe it when I went into AA. I was broken down, nothing left, and I went in there, and it was my last try. Within a month of just giving up and just following this program, it changed my life. I was like a 12-year-old boy again, woo, the whole world is opportunities. Right. What's going to happen next? Mm-hmm. And it'll be the same for you. Right. And you can't buy that feeling nowhere. Get it unless you go into.
And that's what the podcast we did before. Larry, you're talking about that when the light turns on and someone else, because we know how it feels. Right. That feeling, you can't duplicate that.
No. Do the 12 steps and you don't get me wrong. My wife's got it right now and she has not done the 12 steps, but she lives her life through.
She has a different path.
Yes.
Same, but different. Same faith.
Yeah. She's sober.
Yeah.
Leave her alone.
She's sober.
Don't be fucked with Jenny on the block. I'll kick your ass.
Yeah.
That's what, like I said, these are the kind of things where Katie was like, you need to finish a story, right? Yeah. That's part of it. So Ren is right now, he's a year and a half sober, teaching a child ministry. Oh my God.
Got his purple belt in jujitsu. Nice. Like that's his whole life. Has his daughter back. His whole life is whenever he goes to AA, he goes to meetings weekly, and it's.
So you had, once again, we can cut this if you don't. You had not one but two children follow your path a little bit.
Yep.
So
solution,
right?
Bro, there is a solution somewhere.
So those are the older. I have a 15 and a 16-year-old in the house right now. Right. This is all our life consumed around is them seeing us sober and us being a good example. They're trying to go to parties right now.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
My son, the littlest one, went to his first party ever. Don't promise we're not going to drink. Went with the 3 other Oakdale kids.
Hold on, let me just say Jason allowed them. I said no.
Yeah, but I'm not going to hold their arms behind their back. They're a junior and sophomore, and they promised me they wouldn't drink.
And if you don't instill trust in them, they cannot become trustworthy.
Yep. And they went together.
And they might fail.
They went together.
Holding each other accountable.
Yeah, but little did I know that it was in Modesto, and Micah got jumped by 20 wannabe gang members. I didn't tell you this, but he got jumped, stomped out. Literally, it's on video. We're going to court Thursday to 2 of the kids' sentencings to watch them.
Wow, that's amazing.
Shit.
That's amazing.
How long did that happen?
2 months ago, month and a half, 2 months ago.
Yeah. Hey, I'm proud of you because there was a time when you would have called me and we would have handled it differently.
Thank you. Yes. I was just getting ready to go to that.
Yeah. Well, we both kind of looked at each other and we were like, all right, are we going to be J-Bone and Jenny from the block? We got the address. Let's roll. But here's where my mindset. I said, check it out.
That's the truth.
Hold on. I said, hold on, check it out. Here's where we're at. We're trying to do all this shit for the boys and show the boys like, hey, this ain't how you need to get down or act and behave, right? How our old
right here, right now.
Right? So we go over there. We ain't scared of no cops. Neither one of us. We have no problem going to jail and getting in handcuffs because we won't stop when the cops get there. So what happens? We go to jail, and then what? Then my kids are running amok like those little lames that were running around the street.
Right. Show an example.
So what do you mean? All it's going to do is make our kids be running around like them. Like we might as well try something different.
And that's what we're fighting for them not to do right now.
Good for you guys. Yeah. See, this is the kind of shit that Katie wanted. This is the kind of shit because of what you just said, Jenny, is that.
Wow.
Because
I would have been there.
5 years ago.
Oh, I know that. No, I'd show you the video right now. You'll still want to go.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, at some point, I'm going to walk by one of their moms and something's going to be said, but that's not the point. The point is teaching my kids how to control your behavior and your anger. And
what's right.
Yeah. That's awesome.
At the same time, she's checking when Micah showed us we seen him. He was bruised footprints on his back, his head beat from head to toe. She went right at the other one. Let me check your knuckles. Why aren't you beat up like that?
No, I was like, put your hands out.
Yeah.
Let me see your hands.
And he's like, I got a bruise here and a bruise here. And I was fighting these guys here.
If your brother ever looks like that, you better look twice as bad.
That was the
don't
truth.
Come home.
That really happened.
I flipped out.
Wow.
But
that's true, though.
But
that's true.
This is all falls in the lines of us raising our kids like we weren't, bro. Because I remember you, Larry, when you just now said hey, I was, I didn't start drinking heavy. Bro, I remember you and Michael Goss, all those guys got jumped.
Yep.
In Modesto with Mick Wilms and
Mick Wilms.
You guys.
Doug
I
Holloway.
remember Doug Holloway when
Holloway.
you guys all got jumped. And I know you're out running amok, bro, drinking and partying.
Yeah, they had to come back 2 hours later and pull me out of the canal.
Yeah,
they beat the fuck out of me and put me on the bottom of a canal.
Bro, I remember that, and I'm thinking you only started in your 40s, maybe abusing, but
I was abusing, but we fucking ran hard. Doug Holloway and I mean those guys were. That was a tough group. That was a tough group we ran with those guys. And you know what's so funny is, Jason, you bring that up, and there's certain things about my past that I tend to not bring up. And that's one of those things. Here's the funny thing about that is I ran into a guy from Bayer High School several years later at some football conference or something like that. I don't remember what it was, and I got the bullshit because all those guys were from Bayer. We were at a Bayer party.
Yeah, I remember.
And shit started to go sideways, and we took off out of there. Albert Coble was a big group of it, but the Mick Wilms was, I don't know, probably shouldn't be saying names, but God love you, Mick. Mick Wilms is the one that kind of started this whole thing.
No shit.
Get the fuck out of there.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
We started out of there, and we jumped in the back of the truck, and for some reason, when those guys come flying up behind me, I jumped out because I'm like, here they are. I jumped out, and as soon as I jumped out, here comes Mick and Albert. Then the fucked up thing about it, there was like 9 other cars coming. We didn't see that part.
Yeah.
Right? And we thought we just had one carload against one carload, right? And no, they beat the fuck out of me. And it wasn't even a concrete canal. It was one of those irrigation flumes, just a dirt one. And they beat the fuck out of me and threw me down inside there. I was not cold. I remember Albert dragging me. Was it either Albert or Mick Wilms dragging me out of there? I don't know fucking long how I'd been there, but it was brutal. Anyway, the fuck of that. I hadn't remembered that, Jason.
That's the same shit our kids are doing.
Right.
But I want to make sure we're involved we're more involved than anything with.
Well, and try to do better than what was done. Better,
bro. I'm going to do better. I'm going to die trying.
Yeah, we're going to do better.
And you know why? Yeah. Because Jason, you said it a minute ago. Was that my ring or your guys' ring?
It was mine. I turned it off.
Here's what happens for us, right? We know that's not going to end anywhere.
No,
it's going to end bad no matter what. And we want, I think it was Brad that we were talking last week. It's like my dad didn't teach me how to be a better man. My grandpa probably didn't teach him how to be a better man. We didn't learn that shit as kids, right?
No one taught us.
Nobody taught us that, right? And what we're doing as adults in our age, right? And you guys are doing it good. My kids, I think I did okay.
You did.
I didn't have to raise boys. And I firmly believe that God gives you what you can handle. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'd have murdered a son if I'd have had a son.
But Jenny said it real well. She played the tape.
Right.
We go over there like we would have, like Jason called it, because I'd have done it today.
Oh, we were ready, both of us.
But then we think about tomorrow. Well, tomorrow, how's me being in jail going to show? How's that going to help my boys become better men? Yeah. It's not. Yeah. So I appreciate the maturity.
Yeah, that's the level that we're on with.
And
we're showing our kids.
I do shelter my kids way more than I should, and they always throw it at me like, "Oh, when you were our age, you were pregnant. You said you were doing ecstasy. You were doing all these things.
You got tased by the cops.
Yeah, all these things." And I'm like, "Bro, I know, but I'm trying to give you like the outlet that I didn't have. I'm trying to stir you in the right direction." And I don't know.
And all that stems from sobriety, because I'm telling you,
I'm doing my best.
If she was drinking, we would have been out the door, because they would have took a small bit to say, let's go.
Here's the thing about you, Jason. You're so protective, right? You have that protective over her. Yeah. You'd have fucking been right there. Ain't nobody,
She would have just said, let's go. We would have went.
Right, because you weren't going to let her go by herself.
No,
that's what I'm saying, because of her. That's huge. That's huge. So tell us a little bit about you, Jen. Now that we just keep throwing your name out there. And
hi, I'm Jenny, and let me just correct this. It's Jenny from the block, not on the block.
I got her off the block.
Okay. Well, so did my parents.
Good.
I was adopted out there to Oakdale, so I had some good parents that raised me that took me in. But anyways, so what's funny is, like, I've known Jason for a really long time. So The world is small. When I was young in high school, partying before I got pregnant with Jakey, I used to run around with Ren. Ren was my homie. He was my road dog. Like, we went to a few concerts. We've done all the drugs you could think of when we were in high school. We were bad kids, right? And so I knew Jason. Like, I knew who he was.
You say that's a hot dad.
No, not at all. He was so skinny, and he like thought he was so cool, and it was like, ew, cringe. He was gross. So later on, especially the cool dads, like, oh, you know, you can drink here, it's fine. I'm like, you're gay. So years later, it's even crazier because, you know, I have my son and me and my cousin are roommates, and he's like, hey, you know, like, my girlfriend's gonna move in, whatever, and it ends up being Jason's daughter, Riley. So then Riley's our roommate. And so I'm like, wow, dude, all of a sudden. And so I had seen Jason a few times, you know, over there too, like, coming and realizing that's his daughter, Ren's sister. It's just a small world. And so as years have went on, we've run into each other, like, here and there and at bars or whatever. So we had always, like, kept in contact, but not, like, close, you know?
Right.
And so there's been a few times, you know, we've hit on each other. Hey, well, you know, and I was young, so in my 20s, and I'd be like, ew, you're old. Like, you're old. Stop hitting on me, you know? And so what's hella funny, though, is I was a bartender for many years, so I'm chilling at the bar working, and he walks in, and I was like, damn, he looks good. Like, and I already been through so much bullshit. Like, I've been married before.
I was sober at that time and strong.
Yeah, so, like, go ahead.
What part were you in at that point right there? Because were you in your final stage of sobriety at that point?
I was 3,
so you didn't go back out after?
No, not whatsoever. Right, no.
And once we started working, he was.
Well, I didn't know where that lined up. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So he like had just brought. Okay, let me tell you. So he was coming home from Black Oak, and I think he already heard. Don't let him fool you, but I think he heard I was working there because he brought these 2 hot chicks into the bar, right? A little
from
blonde
AA.
and a little brunette, right? And so he brought them in or whatever. Like, they're old and washed out, but they were cute, you know, whatever. So I hope they don't listen to this. Sorry. But anyway, so he came in the bar with these chicks, and I like looked and I was like, oh, that motherfucker is acting like he don't see me right now. Like, I know he see me. So he came in with those girls, and I like asked them, you know, hey, you want a drink? And Jason's like, no, I'm sober. What's up, Jenny? I'm like, what's up, Jay? And then I asked the girls, you want a drink? Nope, they're sober. Okay, cool, whatever. So he was outside, out back. And I like went out there to kind of like, hey, you know, show off my outfit, whatever, to him a little bit. Because I was ready to settle down. I was so over my bullshit.
She was more than ready.
I was like ready. Like, it's time to chill, right? So
God's timing, man.
And I just hadn't hooked up with no one in like a little while. So I was like, maybe I'll just, you know. So,
time is time. Yeah. Let's go.
So I go
Unfiltered.
out there. Dude, I go out there, and he's like telling this story. Can I say this on here?
Okay. Whatever you want.
Yeah.
So he's telling this story to these people, blah, 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 right? And he's trying to show off for these bitches. Like, I know Jason already, bro. Like, calm the fuck down, right?
Yes.
I know that.
100.
So they're like 5 feet from us by the fire, right? And he's right there, and I'm walking up, and he's like talking, blah, 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 telling the story, and pulls his pistol up like that, right? Whoa, 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 talking, you know, whoop, 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 all gangster talk. And these girls are in shock. They're like looking at each other like so scared. And I looked at them and rolled my eyes, and I walked right up to Jason and ripped his pistol out of his hand. Didn't say one word.
Put it in her waistband. You can't have that.
Didn't say one word to him. Just ripped his fucking gun out of his hand, put it in my thing, and he's like, looks at me, and I look back at him, and everyone's in shock. Like, who the fuck? Dude, does she know him? Like, and so I just take it back in the bar, and then he comes back in, and I was like, he was going to leave, and I was like, here's your pistol back. And then I was like, hey, have fun tonight, send me a video.
Yeah,
because I thought for sure they were gonna go home and have a threesome.
Send me a video. Here's my number.
Yeah. And so, and I don't know, we were just playing games, testing each other.
What bar was that?
Right here,
right here, real talk, right there.
Real talk. So this motherfucker goes home, and I know for a fact he ditched those girls because it was blowing me up like all night, and I was like, damn, this guy's treat. So I was like, hey, Jay.
I was not blowing you up.
Dude,
I said, show me your titties.
As soon as he walked out the bar, you did not say that. As soon as he walked out the bar, I was like, hey, Jay. He's all, what? I'm all grown up now. You should have seen his eyes light up. Like,
that's true. That's the truth.
And so, no, he was, when you went home, you were texting me like, oh, can I bring you dinner? Or can you do that? He was being a sweetheart.
Whatever, it worked.
Yeah,
it worked.
I thought the motorcycle breakdown.
Why three fucking motorcycle breakdown you had? Bar?
Say that again. Hold
Why
on.
the fuck did you take a date to a bar?
Yeah,
I didn't have a date. So these girls I was friends with from AA, and they were all dolled up. They were coming back from Black Oak, and they were coming through Waterford. And I would talk to them all the time. We're all single, and they're like, "Hey, dude, we're bored. We're all dressed up. Let's go do something." I was like, "Shit, I'm in bed."
You told them there was live music there.
Well,
that's
they're
what they
usually
told me.
what there was usually on Friday nights,
yeah.
and so I was like, "Come on, I'll take you to this bar down here."
Yeah,
that's funny.
Which is my bar.
Which I go to bars sober.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it just sounds funny that you just took 3 chicks to a bar.
No, 2 chicks. It was 2 hot chicks all dressed up.
Say that again?
And then it was
Say that again.
It was 2 ugly girls that I knew.
I got it right away.
Anyways.
That's funny.
Yeah, so
they were old and washed up.
That happened, but the whole breaking down the motorcycle was like 4 days later, 4 or 5 days later, because we instantly connected.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I brought her dinner the next night. It went.
Well, the thing was, the biggest thing. Hold on, baby. Let me tell them. The biggest thing was we already knew each other's backstory.
Right.
So I've had one time we could do one just me and you if you want to fucking hear my story, because I got some shit fucking growing up and shit that goes all into why people are in addiction and shit that the way that they are, but. He's known my story. He knew about my first marriage. He knew about this. He knew about this, of how I was raised, that I was adopted. I didn't have to meet some dude and have that awkward fucking first dinner. Like, what's your favorite color?
You could get through all
you know what I mean?
yeah.
All that shit's fucking
That's
gone.
me and Bonnie.
He knew that I was raising a kid by myself. I knew he was raising Micah by himself. Like, I already knew his previous children, all that shit. So when we first were on the phone the second night, he was telling me all these things, and I'm telling him all these things, like what I was looking for, that I'm out, starting to date again, blah, 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 all these things. And we both were just like, fuck, dude, we have the same, like, goals right now. Like, everything, Like, everyone's like, oh, you're in an age gap relationship. Oh, he's hella older. Like, you're dumb. I've been through the fucking mud. Like, what do you mean? Like, that's exactly, we leveled up so perfect.
I got a question. Does it work or not?
Oh God, it works.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, it's weird. Right. So when
that's crazy.
It is though. When people see like from the outside, like it's crazy. Like we're best friends, we're homies, and that's like where it started, But when we brought the kids together to hang out, because that was the first thing, I was like, oh, let's take the kids to hang out, whatever. The boys like became like besties, the first day. But here's the thing, dude, it was the 3rd time I ever hung out with him, with Micah, all of us, and since that first night we hung out every single day. We've only been apart maybe one night.
Right. And you said that.
And so we were in the car, we were at the apartment. So I lived in an apartment, Jason lived in a trailer. Let's get that fucking settled too. That's where we started together. And to where we are now, you guys will be insane once we get to all that.
I know. Crazy. I know where you're at.
So just crazy. So I heard Micah tell Jake in the kitchen, and I'm not a sensitive person, so don't think I'm like have no heart or whatever, but I heard Micah tell Jake, hey, and Jason was in the room, and Jake goes, what? He goes, does your mom cook every day? I started fucking bawling, bro. Sad. Bawling because I had a piece of shit tweaker mom. Right. You know what I mean? I had to cook myself food. I had to get up. And
but didn't you guys just have a meal?
Yeah, I made dinner.
I remember Jason telling me the story, and because Micah goes, telling Jake.
Rob said, Jason said it on his podcast.
Yeah.
On his episode.
So when Micah said that, I looked at Jason, and I wasn't joking. Like, I was like, we're getting married. Like, dude, it was not even a week. We were fucking hanging out, bro. Yeah. And I just felt like because of God gave me Linda, who's my mommy that raised me, and my dad, I felt like even though I had Jake and my life was fulfilled and I, had always been really, I just felt like something was missing, that I wasn't giving enough. Like, something was missing. And so when Micah said that, and I looked at Jason and I was like, we're getting married. And he's like, okay, yeah, let's do it, whatever, But in myself, I was like, this is what I was missing. Right. That kid needs me. Like, I knew it, like, in my heart. Like, that little boy needs a mommy. Like, he might have a mother or whatever, but he needs a mommy. Like, that was the saddest thing ever. And so flip-flop, like, Micah's like, helping Jake with his bike, and Jake's like, I don't know how to do that, and then Jason's like, what the fuck, your kid don't know how to change a fucking tire on his bike.
Flip-flops the next week dad. When I go, come on, Jake, I'm going to the gym. You're going to go to the gym. You ever been to the gym? Nope, never. Come on. Took him in there. How do you do it? You get on the bench right here and you push these up. I put little, whatever weight it could take on it. And I said, and he wobbled, and I said, you've never lifted weights.
How old was he?
13.
Wow.
12 or 13 years old. I go, you never, and he goes, no, I've never, I said, well, this is man shit. Right. That kid comes and gets me at night. Hey, Dad, come outside and lift weights with me. Right. That kid's now.
So that's the thing. So we always, like, in the beginning, we're like, we got married because of the kids, you know, because they just connected so quick, and our kids were, and that's a big reason why I got sober. My kids are at the danger zone, I call it. You know, those preteen, teenager years, they could either go this way or this way. And it's the danger zone. And Jake's seen me drink and party, and hey, I'm not proud of shit, but there's been many times Jake has brought me a bucket, throwing up, you know. I was an everyday drinker. And, you know, being a bartender, like, my son has seen some bad shit, you know. And so when I realized he was sober. Let's get to this. When I realized he was sober when we got together, he didn't give a fuck that I was drinking. Like, he really didn't, because I had my shit together. I've never been, you know, I've never been on food stamps. I've never been on welfare. I'm not hella drama, you know, every once in a while, whatever. But I'm not a shit show. You know what I mean? I had my shit together. Right. And that's what he liked too. Like, I provided for my child
at that time.
I needed it, bro.
You did. I remember you saying,
kid, I had thought that it would never. I accepted that whatever. I'm just gonna do whatever I do. I'm gonna raise my kid and whatever. I'll be alone.
Yeah. Because I remember you saying that is I needed that at that time. Yeah. I needed that.
Yeah. I still need it, man.
So when so then we started dating, right? And so I had the apartment, he had the trailer, but he just like stayed at my house every day since that day, like just stayed there. Poor Michael was sleeping on the couch, you know, because Jake would kick him out of his room. But we just couldn't leave. He would try to take Micah home, like, come on, we have school tomorrow, we gotta go. No, Dad, please, you know.
Home.
We just like
family.
We bonded so much, you know what I mean? And he just never wanted to go. And now let me tell you, my husband ain't even the annoying one. It's Micah. What are you making for dinner? When's dinner going to be done? I'm like, oh my God, he's so annoying. But we started dating or whatever, and I was drinking, and then, you know, we got married. I was still drinking. We're out in Vegas. I was drinking, whatever. I think there's only been like 2 times I got like out of pocket drinking that got on his nerves and he got irritated. But I mean, I drink every day, so it didn't really bother him that much. But my friend, dude, she's my sister. Her name's Christy. Hi, Christy. Love you. But she, my best friend, but she's like my big sister. She asked me one day, she goes, hey, she's the only person that will call me out on my bullshit, because she's the only person that can fuck me up fist fighting. In my whole life I ever met, she's the only person that can beat me up. So she can call me out on my bullshit. So she's like, hey, you don't think that you're disrespecting him by getting fucked up like that in front of him all the time? I'm like, no, why you come at me like that? Hell no, he don't care. He would drive me and my friends out to the bars and just come with us. But he was trying to get with me still, so it was like a, you know, he didn't think
paying his price.
Yeah, I don't think he knew it was going to be like a forever marriage thing, though. At first, I don't think he, you know, really thought that.
Oh no, hold on, no.
Wait.
That he said that.
I know.
Yeah, he said he was.
I
done.
know.
Yeah,
no.
He said he was done.
Robbie, no.
I know. Go ahead, keep going.
Okay, so Christy was like, you know, don't you think you're disrespecting? I'm like, nah, fuck no. Well, then it started getting in the back of my head that she said that. So I was like, when I would drink, I would like pay attention to him or see if it like bugged him or whatever. But I was like, hell no, like I bust my ass. If I want a beer after work, I'm going to have a beer. Like I don't need any kind of help. You know what I mean? But then I started like seeing shit like from another perspective. Like, oh fuck, maybe that's fucked up, or oh fuck. And
hold on. What do you mean seeing shit? What are you talking about?
Like, I started to see, like, when I was drinking, I would start to see, like, oh, God, maybe that is fucked up to him. Or, you know, I wonder if that bugs him.
Dude, I would straight up tell you, hey, you're setting an example for Jake.
Yeah.
For Micah.
He would.
And, dude, you're going against everything that
I say.
It's going to be hard.
Well, I'm being like a hypocrite, pretty much, because I was so, you know. Yeah. And so, I don't remember, babe. I think
he
got mad at me one day when we were in Tahoe, and I got fucking hammed, and it went all bad at church. Like, I was like, let me out of the car, whatever. And we don't fight at all, so this is like our one big blow up. But when we got home, I was like, fuck, I'm gonna quit drinking. Like, tell myself that, you know, because I've always wanted to be honest with you guys. Like, when I started bartending, I started drinking like way too much. Before that, I would just drink fun regularly, you know. But once you become a bartender every single day, people want to take shots with you. People that are there, you are who you hang out with. So those people across the bar are depressed, going through a fucking divorce. Something's going on negative in their life that they're there blowing their rent money on you know what I mean? Yep. And so started hanging out with those people. instead of at a salon, like my different job switch, I was making hella more money, but it was getting to the point where I was like having to fucking call a taxi to get home from work because I'm so fucked up. I didn't want to drive my car home, you know? And so I've always like thought about it in the back of my head, hey, I want to quit drinking, which I've told you that like a few times, but then this fool, he goes, one day we're talking about it and he's like, there's no way you could. And I was like, what? And he's all, there's no fucking way you could quit drinking. And I was like, oh yeah, okay. All right, watch this, motherfucker. Watch this.
Here, hold my beer.
So that's honestly why I quit.
A resentment.
So I was going to do,
I remember.
Hey, I was going to do like 30 days or something just to prove it to him. And then after 30 days, I just felt so good. Like I was in the gym. I was feeling hella good. I was listening to.
You were doing your your Silver Sisters.
The Seltzer Squad. Shout out to Seltzer Squad because that's what I listened to every single fucking day. And if it wasn't for those girls, I wouldn't have stayed sober.
You'd buy books from them about being sober.
And Aaron
all the
Carr,
modern.
Say it again. What was the girl's name?
Seltzer Squad.
Okay.
Shout out to them. They're freaking
badass,
shout out
here too.
Dude.
They were.
Bad.
By the way, your drinking upset him more than he ever let on because I would get lots of calls, and we would talk. We would talk.
No, it was It was I was trying to act right and raise my kids right, and I just knew that
you were trying to keep a balance.
I was trying to keep
and
a balance. And I seen Jake,
and God was working though.
Yeah, God was working.
God was working.
Bro.
That's why we were talking. God was working on you.
But I'm telling you right now, if I would have never seen a grown ass man like still fun, willing to go out, he does all these things, all this shit, right? He's happy and fun and healthy, and he's sober. Like, I never thought I would be like fun and happy and all this shit sober, you know? And so watching him do it, I was like, oh, okay, like curious, you know, curiosity. Yeah. And
attraction rather than promotion.
For real. Because if he would have pushed it down my throat, and I ain't gonna change for no motherfucker, know that, you know? I got where I'm at by myself, you know? And so, I don't know, it is what it is. And so just the Seltzer Squad every day, going to the gym, listening to them, saved my life. And then
you'll be 2 years sober when?
Next month.
December. And you don't do AA.
No, I don't like AA.
She goes.
It's a cult.
No. It's not. I know. I get it because we say from the very beginning, right? We're not affiliated
with anybody.
We get sober through AA, and we've talked about this. I don't give a fuck how you get sober. I don't.
Right.
We've talked about CR. We've talked about NA. We've talked about there's a smart system. There's all these. It is what it is. The sobriety and being out of the darkness of the depression is the key for me. Right. That's the key.
Yeah.
We choose because it what's work. I mean, we needed a 9/16.
God is the answer, and that's the path that led me to God.
Well, let me give my opinion real quick. For one, AA saves people's lives. It really does. Any kind of support system saves people's lives if they need it, right? A lot of people need structure.
If they do it.
But I would recommend anyone that comes to me, you know, depressed, wanting to quit, to go to AA. I definitely do. I have done that many times. But it's different. I have an AA meeting at home. In my bed in the middle at night when we go to bed.
I like that. Thank you for that.
When we go
but you're a woman of faith as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So when we lay in bed, though, you know, we have our talks. Like, I don't feel like I need to go and share my shit with anyone else. You know what I mean?
That's
we have
awesome,
our own little unit. I personally do not like an AA room or the ones I've been to. Maybe I need to, you know, open up. Because just the way that I've felt in there awkwardly, everyone looks at you like, oh, look at you. How old are you? You're so cute and put together.
I want Jenny to go to primary purpose.
There you go. She would fit in at primary purpose.
They look
That's
at
the only one that she has.
You would love it, Jenny. You would love it. That's my home group. You would love it.
These motherfuckers look at me when I come in like, oh, your drinking can't be that bad. You know, they make you feel like your fucking problem isn't as big as theirs or something, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm always like, that's a cult, Jason. I don't like people telling me what to do.
Yeah, we guarantee you, got an AA person telling you what to do, that motherfucker needs to go check himself.
Yeah.
But it does work because I am telling 100%. You, I've been I'll go in there with Jay. I love to listen to people speak because then it reminds me, oh, fuck, Jenny, you got so lucky, dude.
Right. Yes.
A lot of yes.
You know, I used to drive home for years, one eyeball in it from Knight's Ferry. You know what I mean? I've hit deers hammered, you know, just crazy shit. Never went to jail. Never got a DUI because of drinking.
Yes.
You know, all of those things and it's like I never hit a rock bottom, but
you didn't have
I had the whole world right in front of me, and I could have lost it if I would have kept.
And that hole is still open. That hole is still open.
No, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, that Brad says that all the time.
Yeah.
I never hit bottom. Well, motherfucker, that hole is still open,
baby.
Don't worry, you can fall back in that.
Alcohol will refund your misery right now,
right away.
But the craziest thing is I will go into like some meetings and shit with him, and I'm just like, whatever, right?
But when you leave,
I'm like reading on the walls. No, though, I'll look at something and I'm like, babe, and he's like, shh. I'm like, no, dude, check that out. See, I don't have to follow your guys' thing because that already happens to me now. Because I'm a good person. I don't have to do 1 to 12. In my own opinion, I feel like that.
Right.
I don't need to do 1 through 12 like other people say, oh, you have to do all the way through, whatever. I'm like, well, bro, number 7 is happening like right now, every day.
Right.
You know, I'm going to college now. I'm raising my kids in a different, environment. We have no booze, no weed in our homes. It's like they're going to go out and do it, but they're also going to be able to look back when they do make a fucked up mistake. They're going to be like, oh, look at my parents are sober. That's why they have nice trucks. That's why they got a nice house. That's why they got all their shit.
And they've raised us sober.
You can have fun not drinking.
They're seeing the promises that we talk about happen every day.
And if something does happen, they know there's a place to go.
Right.
Because there's a home to come back to. And mom and dad, there's a place to go.
Yeah. That so I mean, Jenny, when you say that, you walk in and you see those on the wall. When you look at the action steps, like 4 and 5, do those, like when it talks about doing the inventory, has Jason ever talked to you about that?
So yeah, like I've been through a lot. I've read a lot. We have AA books and all that shit. I've been through it all, but like for me, that's my relationship with God. Like I don't feel like I need to sit down and have a sponsor to sit and tell my bullshit to. I have my sponsor in my bed next to me every fucking day that we talk about,
I've said this,
So those things right there, though, like that's just being a person of the Lord.
Can you 100% open up to Jason?
That's the truth.
No,
yeah.
There's nothing that you're gonna hide from Jason.
No.
Zero. Good.
No, zero. I know that like some.
I mean, I'm just that. Yeah. I'm that way.
Yeah. Well, I know some things will probably hurt his feelings, like that I bring up and stuff. But I mean, we both have past, and we've both like been through shit and bullshit. And so
she don't go into detail, but I'll say something like, bro, we both got past. I mean, like, dude, that you don't get to where we're at right now in a relationship without having a bunch of wrecks. She tells me all the time, I'm glad I went through all that shit to become the person I am right now when I met you, to be that person.
I don't regret anything at all in my past.
It's funny,
Zero.
We just had this regret conversation in the last episode, right? Do you have any regrets? And no, I don't. Brad was having a little bit of discussion about regrets, and I mean, I said this, do I have shit I wish I hadn't fucking done? You goddamn right side.
But that's the working definition of regret.
Yeah.
What we mean is something different though. But that's the working definition of regret. Something you wish you hadn't done.
No, yeah. No, so like
But it doesn't affect doesn't affect how I feel about myself. That regret.
It used to.
That's what regret
It used to. I used to make decisions based on that regret.
Right.
I used to live differently based on that regret.
Yes.
When I came and did these and got that shit out.
Yes.
Right.
There's still stuff I wish I hadn't done, but I've done it. Right. I'm going to turn it over to God, let Him make something good of it, because I just turned it to shit.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Yeah.
And so I don't regret, like, I have like, past relationships, past marriage, all these things. If I wasn't with all of those people and went through all of those things, how would I know to fucking respect and honor a man that's a real man? Because I wouldn't. I would have. Everyone looks at us like,
we wouldn't be sitting
probably,
here.
Pretty powerful.
No, but
we would not
like,
be sitting
here.
Oh,
he's probably a sugar daddy. I'm like, bitch, like we both made like what? He made like $100,000.
I lived in a trailer.
Like we got together and it worked. We fucking lifted each other so fucking high. We run 2 businesses. We make so much fucking money. It's unreal. And it's only been 3 years.
Right.
Dude, so this is where where it's the whole Job thing, like from the Bible, throw everything I went through with all this, and now all of a sudden here we are. And I'm telling you, it's crazy because it keeps getting better and better and better.
Told you.
Yeah.
Like today, now, we're down looking to buy another brand new truck.
Right.
It's not physical things, but you read in the Bible and,
understand those promises look different to everybody, right?
Yes.
So
yes,
those
they
promises
are different.
that you read and people say look very different to different people.
But hold on. People have different gifts.
They have,
No.
And Jason all his life, and I've known him.
100%.
He can fall ass backwards in a pile of shit, come up, smell like. The minute he would turn towards the Lord, which he would periodically throughout his life,
it was all the Lord.
Blessing would come. He just those kind of blessings come his way.
And those people piss me the fuck off.
Yeah, Jason loves materialistic things too.
No, it's not. You know what? Fuck that. If he fucking does, he works his ass off. He fucking deserves it.
He does.
Fuck that. I don't give a shit if you wanted to drive a fucking Rolls. Good for you. You fucking worked your ass off. Drive that motherfucker.
And I don't though.
No, but that's he always does. Like buys everything for the kid. My kids are spoiled fucking rotten, bro.
So are you.
You know? Yeah, and for me, and so we're down.
So are you.
We're down here, you know, and I was like, bro, you don't ever get shit for yourself. You want the fucking truck, get the truck. Like, you know what I mean? You don't ever buy nothing for yourself.
But you know what paid for this podcast, right? Gas money.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Gas, don't buy electric.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny when you were telling me that. I was like, motherfucker, you walk
you know I work for a fuel company. That's fucking funny.
That's funny. But you know, go ahead.
What I was saying, though, from the whole book of Job, and that resonates in me because, you know, my past and where God led me through all this when my son was first in the car wreck, you know, blah, blah, he led me to read the book of Job. The first book I've read out of the Bible, and it was at Hume Lake. And I went in my thing and I was fresh in the, you know, after the accident. And, dude, how Job lost everything. He was tempted by the devil. And it's just so resonates my story that how he was tempted and God let him tempt him, Job went through hell. And then in the end, God gave him double everything. And right now here, you know, and I went through hell and I had my moments over the past, you know, 10 years or whatever. But, I was always being tempted by the devil and pulled back in. And as soon as I come back, now that I'm 100% just back with God, the devil's not going to faze me now. Dude, it's crazy. I have two sons, you know, I have 2 houses. I have.
You need a second wife.
2. I know I do.
No, Joe, that's the one thing the devil didn't take from Job is what?
Yeah,
his wife, because she was a bitch.
Yeah.
So the devil said, you can have her because she was a bitch.
For real.
Yeah.
That's hella funny.
Damn it, Judy, I didn't get the reaction from you. I was like,
no, I'm just laughing. No, but the funny thing is like,
she
not
tells
funny,
me I'm old and nobody wants me anymore.
No,
I'm done.
They don't.
Just shut up and go to work. Be happy you got a beautiful hot wife.
Hold on, let's just throw that out there.
Young hot wife, he says.
Let's throw that out there too, though. Like,
what?
You got to remind all these young girls, like, sobriety is cool, and I promise you, I am in my 30s.
Okay, well, how old are you exactly?
I'm 34.
How old are you, Jay?
55.
No. 55. I just
We're
turned
20
55.
years apart. Yeah. And so, like, I never thought I was going to be the baddest, hottest bitch sober, because I fucking am. I'm sorry, you guys, but I am.
I love your confidence.
She tells me all the time.
Dude, I have blossomed since I quit drinking. Like, blossomed. And so it's like, I always say, like, oh, sober sisters are slaying it, you know? Like, because we are, and it's a new, it's like a trend, whatever you want to call it.
I hope it continues.
Girls
it's awesome.
my age, a lot of them are getting sober, and since I got sober, 4 of my friends did. How about that?
Her closest, all her.
Cool as fuck.
Okay,
right?
Now why? Because they saw the promises, they saw the blessing.
Striving.
Right.
Yeah.
Saw and they came to her and said, "Hey,
what are you doing?" Well, I'm not drinking.
And ladies, let me just tell the ladies out there, like, you think you're cute and whatever, out drinking, looking for a dude. I'm telling you right now, no real ass good man wants a sloppy bitch. So
now, can I ask you one question?
Together.
When you just talked about that, now getting alcohol out of your body, out of your system, what has that done for your complexion? What has that done for your physical? What is that?
I've blossomed.
I mean,
I've always been hot, but I look.
Well, no, there's a lot of women say their skin got tighter when just getting alcohol.
Go on my TikTok. I have sobriety TikToks
I don't have TikTok,
that show my face before and my face now, and just the
she
inflammation.
That's what I'm talking about.
She preaches it all the time, man. On her,
I have a lot on my TikTok about being and the hardness of going through. Like, I did not know I was gonna sit on a couch for 5 days and puke and felt like shit. I detoxed I should have went to a facility.
Hey,
drunk, bro.
Wow. Jason would tell me. Jason, she was a drunk.
Went to a facility because I had my shit together.
Right.
You know, I got up, went to work, took the kids to school, did all my shit, and then after I get home, as soon as I'm going to cook, is when I would start drinking.
Oh, yeah, but Jason would come to the meetings. Well, you came and pissed off one night.
I got a lot of phone calls.
He got
Well, you know what?
Perfect.
But that's what a sponsor's for, right? That's where Jason was venting it to the right man. Yeah. Now we have.
She was fucked up.
We have sponsors. Do you have somebody that you call your sponsor?
No. Accountability, right there.
Right. Oh, you did say that, right? You did say that.
The only thing I feel bad for my poor husband is he don't get no hot sex no more.
What?
Yeah,
sex is so. I'll be honest with everybody. For a girl, for me, sex is awkward when you get sober. Oh my god.
What do you mean?
It's so fucking awkward when you get sober. For a girl, you're like, oh, I don't want to make a noise. Oh, should I bend over? Oh, I don't know what to do. Is it okay? It's so awkward.
This has been her thing, being sober.
Sex. First time ever having sex sober in my life. It was awkward as fuck.
Yeah, that's
but you're almost 2 years sober now. You should be past that point.
It's a little rough. We have sex every day. We have great sex, but I am not like, wow, let's go, like I used to be.
No, it's different when you're drunk and you're fucking a random dude all the time. Or this dude. It's always different. You're getting a different version every time.
Hey, they don't know your real name, so it don't fucking matter.
Yeah, I'm not, dude, no. Hey,
no,
dude,
with you, babe, I was like, damn, I hope he doesn't get bored of me because I'm just not as fun like that anymore.
Dude.
You know what? I could tell right now with
Jason, I know all about that too. We've talked.
It's not about the sex.
No.
At least I'm pretty because you cannot be ugly to be a pillow princess, ladies out there.
Hey, you ain't wrong.
No, it's true.
You ain't lying.
If you fat and ugly, you're probably good at sex. If you're skinny and pretty, oh god.
You don't have to try.
Nope.
That's too funny. So are you doing any side besides, so no meetings?
Yeah, they go to meetings together.
You go to meetings
like once a month, I'll go to one.
Yeah.
What meeting you go to?
Oakdale.
Do you?
Why don't you ever take her to primary?
Dude, just because we're so busy with
life.
It's wrestling season.
We are. We don't even get to church anymore just because.
Oh, blasphemy.
Yeah.
All of our dedication and hard work goes into those kids. Like he said the other night, he's all, are we even going to like each other when the kids are gone? Because our life is just about the kids. I would
just get ready to ask that.
Hold on. Me and JK, knowing my wife, which you do very well, we had this talk because this is a few years ago, quite a few years ago, maybe 7 or 8. And she would say, I can't win no kid because Logan was just getting into high school. Like when the kids are done, we can go do this. When the kids are at this age, I can't wait, she would say. And I'd say, we were sitting at a Mexican restaurant, Susie Bell's. I said, fuck you. She looked. I said, listen, if we don't invest in this
right here,
which we took Wednesdays. Wednesdays became our day.
Yeah.
By the time our kids are that age, we won't know who we are. And that's how divorce happens. And I'm not fucking good with that.
Dude, homeboy.
So we started investing in
Let me tell you right now. We do that. We always go do shit, me and him together. And guess what?
Dude,
our whole fucking conversation is my goddamn kids. We're arguing.
Well, stop that.
But it's
all we talk about is our kids. They're our life.
It is, but no, they are. But we still, bro, did we go hike down to that waterfall?
Okay.
We do the most.
That's
we do
what
everything.
I was going to say when
we have our date nights.
Good. Yeah, that's what I mean.
We just had one last night, bro. But it is a big topic because we're trying to guide them, and we have shit going on with our kids.
Yes, absolutely.
That they're growing up. We're trying to raise men, man.
These are my biggest
and the best way to do that is to model it. You can say whatever you want, model it. They're gonna because they're watching.
I bring up Logan to her all the time, and to the kid and to Jake. You know, right now we're trying to find Jake's path. You know what I mean? And we got to start making a plan right now. You're a junior.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? I remember, and I tell him Logan's plan was to go in the Navy.
Right.
It was all planned out, and that was a solid plan. Working on work. Last second, hey, I want to do something different. Yeah. I want to be an electrician.
Well, and that was kind of the same path, but he just didn't want to go in this.
Bro, but it turned, and you made an adjustment.
Yes.
But you always had a plan.
Right.
Went and worked at JS West for a while. Now he's doing what he's...
Yeah, waiting for a door to open. God opened a door. He walked through it.
Hey, but that's what I'm trying to instill with my kids that I learned from you, bro.
Right,
You want to know what my youngest says? My baby, Micah, he goes... He sees a $150,000 check. And remember, you guys, we own a business, so we don't get every dollar of that. You know, it's paid people. But he sees like this... check on the thing, and he's like, "Oh, that's nice, cool check." And I was like, "You think that's like not a lot of money?" And I'm like, "People don't make that in a year." He's like, "Oh God, I will. I'll make way more than that."
Doing what?
They just think it's like they're just gonna.
Doing what?
It just appears.
Yeah. No,
just appears.
It's not. But you don't even. Most people. It took me 55 years to be able to do what I do, hone my craft, and be. And that's where Jake told me when we were talking about school, and bro, because Jake has the opportunity to go to school wrestling. Yeah. He has a 100%. We move his classes around. Everyone's working with him, so he has the right classes. And
and he's got the heart, and he's got the skill.
He's got it. And
as long as Jason don't make him cut too much fucking weight, he'll be just fine.
We decided on 20.
Yeah. Fuck yes.
Yeah, we decided on 20.
Build into it. Fuck yes. Thank you.
Where does he walk around at?
128.
30. He's 35.
He's a little heavier than that. He's heavier than that.
Yeah. I know a good coach.
Perfect.
Yeah.
He lives here in Waterford.
That's
I'm related to him.
Yes, that's right.
No, Jake's lucky. He's got a third parent now. We have to give a little shout out to Steve Strange, dude. He's put my kid on a completely
he's good.
He's involved, really involved.
Because there's potential right there.
Yeah. I get phone calls at 7 a.m. Your kids were late.
That's good.
Literally.
And Steve Logan was never late.
No, Logan took care of himself, his own diet. He was and I just told Jake this. What I was saying, I was telling Jake, we need to go to college. Like you're gonna do this, bro. You're not gonna get out. And he goes, Dad, I don't want to go to school. I went to school my whole life.
I get that.
I goes, I don't want to go to school. And I said, well, what do you want to do? And he goes, I just want to get out of high school and just have a bunch of money.
Yeah. That's what
I was like,
okay, but that don't happen.
Well, how are you going to get out of high school and have a bunch of money? Well, how did you make your money? I said, bro, I got out and I worked. And I worked for years learning a trade.
Yep.
And then years trying to keep on the right path. And it finally, I honed a craft. It took 20 years.
You didn't only hone a craft. You honed Jason.
Yes. And he needs, and that's what.
No, we're
trying to instill.
And we would have never built what we have now if we wouldn't have came back together. Though he was content where he lived. He content how much with what he was making at his little job that he was doing.
I was happy to be sober, not going to jail,
doing his own thing. And then when we got together, he tells me all the time, like, dude, you gave me something you gave me that
drive,
motivation and somebody to make a family to bust my ass for and do all.
Well, you got your license again, but
bro,
we never thought what happened. That was a God thing.
Yes, she gave me a reason to. Hey, look what I can do. Right, I'm going to give these kids, Jake. Look, Jake, this is what you can do.
If it wasn't for Katie, I'd still be driving a truck. I can promise you.
Guarantee it, bro.
I would still be driving a truck.
No,
I would still be driving a truck, which is not a bad thing at all.
No, there's a lot of people that do it, my friend. There's
people that make,
a lot of people that do it.
But Katie just you're better than this. You're better. I mean, she just like Jenny said, she just made me a better man. Yeah. Without a doubt. But you know what? Not until I got sober did I really recognize that, because I used to fight her. This is what I want to do. You're better than that.
No, so when you're sober, you got nothing better to do than think about what you can do better.
My brain right now is functioning on so many cylinders, and it's driving her nuts because I got this, and she's like, you can't keep all that together. And all of a sudden she sees it all come together. She's like, how the fuck are you doing this? Yeah. My brain's firing.
Well, and it's a God thing. God is doing for us what we could not do for ourselves.
This is God putting all this in my path.
I know.
There's no other thing. This is all.
We still have to walk the path.
Oh bro.
But it's there if we want it.
Bro. Hey.
Can you imagine how many?
I did that prayer probably 5 o'clock this morning when I first woke up. What time is it? Oh, all right, God.
Yeah, but me too. Let me bring this back real quick, because I remember when I first got sober, I was doing it like just to prove you wrong, at first. And then you guys, like, I have Crohn's disease, I have all these health problems I've always had.
How are they now?
I'm telling you, after that month, I started seeing so many change. Like, I started feeling hella good. I wasn't having diarrhea all the time. All these things were changing, right? Let me tell you, I was like, all right, I'm going to do it for another month. I told him, all right, I'm going to do it for another month, right? 3 months into me being sober, I was signed up in college. I was running my own lash company. I fucking looked better than I've ever looked in my life. I had a fucking down-ass man that was putting a 3-carat rock on my hand. I got an upgrade on my ring. You know what I mean? All these things were just coming out, and I would never in my life imagine the motivation and what I have now. If I was drinking, I would not be in college.
And that's working out. Were you working out before you quit drinking?
I always loved working out, but I wasn't it didn't make me. I did it just so I wasn't fat. You know what I mean? So now it's so mental. It's so about your mental health.
That's what I was going to right now.
Dude, if I don't, I'm going to either kettlebells or that's my demon. Get rid of
That's my gym. That's my gym right inside that door right there. I just started about a week ago. So much was going on up here. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I got 4 o'clock in the morning. I was sitting downstairs with just my brain going 9,000.
No, he wasn't. 4 o'clock. And I've asked that because I came up here, Jason. You know this is true.
God damn it! Will you shut the fuck up with that?
He had all the mics pointed at him. He had his leg up on the table, buck naked, eating a bag of Cheetos. His penis was orange. I don't know what he was doing. That's what he does at 4 o'clock in the morning, Jenny. I'm sorry. That's real. You know it's true. Just talking to himself. This is Larry. Like Jesus.
Did you hear the sound
of my phone? He waited for a minute downstairs. Knock. Larry, I'm coming up. But I laid in the bed the other morning. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I got my weights. I got my treadmills. I got everything right here. I came upstairs.
And that's where you hear it, especially in the rooms, even though it's a cult, motherfucking cult.
Yeah. She says it's a cult.
You will never think your way into better action, but you can act your way into better thinking. When you start spinning up here, go get busy. Go pick. I'll walk out in the garage, grab an 80-pound kettlebell. You swing that fucker for about 5-10 minutes. Yeah. Get to breathe. What was I just worried about, or what was I? Gone.
It wasn't that I'm worried.
No, but just.
Katie doesn't understand. I go to bed at 9:30. I'm in bed. 4 o'clock. I'm wide awake. It's fucking 7 hours or 6.5 of solid sleep. That's fucking plenty.
That's good to
go.
I
but then she's like, "Well, you're tired by 5:30, 6 o'clock." Okay.
You're 55 years old.
But I try to stay, so I've worked for Katie, right? These are the things we do as partners. I've tried to stay up later because she likes to stay up later. She reads. So I've tried to accomplish that. And I'm getting to 9:30. I'm getting better.
Yeah. You got this.
No, but Rob, that's why we went to Hawaii. So, we always wanted to plan another family trip, once a year or whatever, but that shit happened to Micah, my son got jumped. I'm irritated. He's irritated. We don't know what the fuck to do. We're about to go through our hands, whatever, right?
That's great.
We were not going on any vacation.
No, we weren't.
The wrestling
so as soon as that happened, I looked at Jason and I was like, we need to go, on a family reset.
Good job.
Instead of staying here and fucking sitting in
and
the
spinning.
Fumes, yes. Right. Because this kid wrote something on Facebook, or whatever they have, social media, their Snapchat, oh, I bet this kid won't smile again, and posted a picture of my son. I don't know if I'm supposed to be talking about this because of the court case.
It don't matter.
But, I can cut it if I have
to.
It doesn't matter.
I told Micah, post a picture of you smiling right now on your Snapchat. He's like, why? Because I'm taking you to Kauai for 10 days. Okay, I got beat up. I get to go on vacation. Yes, we're going because I'm so irritated about all these lanes.
No, but that's teaching them don't let life get
right.
Yeah, no.
So
always.
We went. We all had a little family reuniting and let's pull together. We sat. We actually talked about what we were gonna do, what's gonna happen with the situation. Enjoyed our time, and I'm telling you guys, talking about the material things. We spent probably $15,000 on this trip, right? But the best fucking part of that trip was Jason and I. Went on this fucking hike by ourselves. The kids didn't want to go, so we went by ourselves. And it was like an Oakdale, river thing. We hiked down to this.
It was like going down to the river.
Bro, we hiked down this which you're not supposed to go. It's illegal. It says do not come. But some locals told me about it, and I do an itinerary, so we were fucking busy. But we hopped this fucking over this fence thing and went. It was gnarly, bro, because it was so rainy in Kauai, so it was muddy, and there's just these ropes. I'll show you guys the video. It's dope. But these ropes all the way down. So you're mountain climbing, sliding all the way down to this badass fucking Waialua Falls waterfall. And Jason and I are just right there. No one's there. Me and him by ourselves. And I was like, this is just fuck. This is the reason why we came. This is so fucking dope.
Did it stop raining while you were there? While you got down
there?
Yeah, for sure. Nice. Yeah, it did.
But so when I posted it on my TikTok, of us standing at that waterfall, it was, I don't know why, but
that's healing right there.
I posted a prayer with it, though. I wrote out a prayer. I'll read it to you guys later, but it's Dear Lord, thank you for this, right? And all of my thankfulness and all of that. And it's that's the one moment that's why we went there, our connection from that. You know what I mean? And so, the material things are there, and stuff, we do love that. But
my life keeps getting better and better and better.
How long are you sober now, Jason?
Coming up on
7 years.
Coming up on 7 years.
Yeah. So you're still in that. So we talk about this. Sorry, Jen.
Go ahead.
Not yet. We talk about that in AA. That's that 6 to 10 years, right? Yeah. Because you don't see a lot of people in AA. Right. In that period, in that window.
Because life gets this good, and then they stop doing what got them there.
Will you fucking finish? You premature ejaculated motherfucker.
That's my 4-step shit. You can't bring that up.
That's where I was going, motherfucker.
I know, but it takes you so fucking long to get there because you use 50 words when 5 will do.
Word salad.
Shut the fuck up.
Word salad.
That's what I was trying to get to, because you guys keep putting in the work. The blessings keep coming. And you don't forget where it fucking comes from.
God.
So many people in this fucking AA start feeling what you guys are feeling and go, fuck it, I got this on my own.
And
fucking their back.
Oh, wait, not just in life. Things get good and they just, forget.
Yeah, but I never ever want to feel like that again, bro. I'll never. I know all Jason this
always
is
says
from
he'll
God,
never
bro.
drink again, because I'm always like, who knows? And I think that's what worked for me too. People out there, like, for me, I always said, like, I'm never gonna not drink again. I'm not putting that on myself, because when you start obsessing that you never can drink again in your life.
That's been her from day one. She said that from day.
Yeah.
I was like,
if I want to have a drink, I'm gonna have a drink. But I'm telling you right now, my life is so good and I'm doing so good. So sometimes I'll bring it up to him, like, dude, when we're old and we retire in Hawaii and I'm like 16, you're like 80, bro, I'm going to pop some mushrooms and we going to be drinking up on the beach. He's like, I won't, but you can. Cool. He never wants to drink again. I might when I get older, but all of my goals I wanted to, because I never had these goals. And I'm late in life. I'm 34 years old. This shit should have been done when I was my kids' age. I should have had all these goals and accomplished them. I'm so late now, like the whatever type of, career, whatever I'm going to get, I'm not going to be done till I'm like 40 years old. But, now we have a plan. He'll be able to retire and then I'll be there, And so
I have a funny feeling Jason don't have any intentions of retiring anytime.
No, but he'll work like my father-in-law, where he doesn't have.
I hope not, because Logan's got a plan, and like he's got about another year and a half where he's got enough skill where Jason can put him to work doing side jobs. That's Logan's,
Billy Ray don't have to work.
Well, we might always have our little construction, because Micah and Jakey are going to come, but I'm making them go get even if they want to take over the business, they have to go get a degree first.
Yeah, well, Noah, get a skill. Or a skill.
Or a trade school.
Trade school.
I want them to
or
have
an apprenticeship, just like Logan.
No, they can't do that with me. They have to go and get a degree. I want them to either
want them out of the house.
Business management, construction management.
Do something structured to where they're not just, hey, I'm going to work. They're not disciplined like Logan.
I know.
No one's like Logan.
I think both of our kids will end up going to the military, because
which is awesome.
Both don't cut up their own steak, and they don't.
That's because they have a mom at home that still cooks some dinner every fucking night.
We're trying.
There's nothing wrong with the military. I loved it. It was great.
Hey, Katie, we haven't had family we haven't had daughters at home or anybody in this house for about 4 or 5 years. She still cooks dinner every fucking night at 6 o'clock.
Stop talking about food. Stop talking.
They're fasting right now. Okay, hold on.
I'm on 67 hours of fasting.
What is your, this is a question. This got nothing to do with nothing. Right now, God comes down. Jenny, you can only have one food for the rest of your life. You're eventually going to get sick of it, but what's your favorite, what's your go-to meal? When you get done fasting, what are you going to?
He's fucking with you right now. You know that, right?
No. What is it? Steak, pizza, seafood. What is it?
Well, she hasn't eaten in 60 fucking hours.
You're not supposed to think about that.
I would probably want to do just only vegetables, if I could do all vegetables.
All veggies.
Just because since I've been sober, before I never cared. Now that I'm sober and I care about so much about and how much damage I've done to my body, because another thing is my liver was bad, my liver was fatty, all these things were wrong with me. And so now that I'm playing catch up with my body, with my career, with my goals, with my son.
She's on a mission.
I am like on this.
So just veggies?
Yeah, veggies is good. Any veggies. I want to go.
What do you want to eat?
Chicken a la vodka.
No pasta. We're not doing it. I want to.
Vodka pasta.
It's fire. She makes it.
Dude, I'm trying to talk him to go into Honduras because I'm in love with Dr. Sebi. Anyone know Dr. Sebi? Love him. I want to go to his freaking camp. He has a camp out there.
You got to explain that.
High alkaline diet. It cures anything. Like right now, while we're sitting here, we have stem cells growing in our bodies, both of us, that are eating any type of cancer cells.
I care so much
because of the fasting.
Because of the fasting.
Because of the fasting.
And I care
because cancer eats sugar.
I care so much about his health. Like now, like this is my first time being in love. Like, I need you for like 20 more years, please.
Just up his life insurance.
Every day.
No, she doesn't want me to die.
No.
And I'm like, no, bro, I'm going to die. I'm ready whenever. Let's go.
Hey, but you know what? Let's enjoy Sunday though.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we have Sunday.
We got today, right?
Yeah, let's enjoy this.
No, we do. We love
I know.
Just wait for your last meal.
Yeah, I know.
But enjoy the day, but plan for tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
But we talk about our sobriety every day. So like you say, like people have that many years they forget about AA or don't go as much. Like he does his prayers every day, but every morning, but somewhere in that day, it's always something talking about, oh, like if we were drinking, this wouldn't happen. Or, oh, I would do this. It's always a conversation that we make sure to have.
And when things get bad enough, he calls.
Yeah, but
Pain's a great
going
motivator.
back to what I'm saying is Jason doesn't forget why things are happening to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My point were people in that 5 to 10 to 12, right? In that window, they think they're doing it on their own, right? They forget what has made these promises come true. Yeah. We see it so very often, right? Yeah. And I'm only I'm not even 3 years, I'm 2 3/4. I'm right behind you, quite honestly. I've only got about 6 months in front of you. But I know for a fact, for me to stay sober and for all these promises that are happening, it's because of this program and because of everything I put in God, right? Everything. I can't do this shit on my own.
No.
If I left it up to myself, I'd be sitting on the beach fucking drinking beer, right?
That's Hell yes.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be fucking doing that. Yeah. Fuck it. I'd rather be doing that. But you know what? I would be on the fucking beach drinking beer, fucking
alone.
I had, alone, depressed. Yeah. No money in my bank account.
You wouldn't be alone. You'd have other dudes from the bar.
No, but you are who you hang out with. Yeah. And that's kind of what started changing my life. So probably about 5 years before I got with Jason, I started really looking around at my circles, and started hanging out with different groups of people because of that. Like I had some friends, that like had a little money, had some businesses. And so I was like, oh, I realized when I hang out with them, I want to have more money because I want to go get my nails done with them. But I realized when I hang out with these people, I'm fucking sneaking in the bathroom trying to do a line of coke. Yeah. So you notice what you're doing. So that's how I try to teach my kids, like, you are who the fuck you hang out with. And that has to do with sobriety too. Like I did lose a couple of my best fucking friends, but they aren't my best friends because they ain't even around now because I ain't buying them booze. And I have no problem with my friends coming over and having a beer at my house. I don't drink because I don't want to.
That's your decision.
You know what I mean? Right. And it doesn't bother me to go to a bar, go out, or go do these things, or it doesn't at all. But
because you've reaped the rewards of being sober. Yeah. You're feeling the rewards.
Yeah, if anybody's even curious, do it for 30 days.
And you're seeing it more, and Rob has said it multiple times, right? Do it for a year. Stay sober for a year. Work these steps for a year. Stay this program.
And if you don't like what you get, alcohol will refund your misery. Go after it. Go after it.
There it is. Yeah. I mean, Rob says it, and I've used that to me a couple times. Try it this way for a year. If you don't like it, fuck it.
Do you know how much I feel like such a fucking lame too, though? Like now when like all these things are in my life and what's my surroundings of friends, like, and to realize, like, damn, you were stuck like that for fucking 10 years.
Yeah, she says it.
Dude, when we met, I was cool with being a bartender for the rest of my life. Wow. Being a sloppy, gross fucking
She'd never been in trouble, she didn't worry about her son is about to
But isn't it amazing how the human being can settle, can get comfortable with living in shit?
Bro,
and it just
I was settled in my sobriety, sitting there with, living the life.
But God wasn't.
God said, come here, dude.
He wasn't done with you.
You didn't have sobriety at that point.
Yeah,
I did.
He did.
No. You're missing my point. You were sober.
Yeah.
You didn't have sobriety.
No. I was searching. I was not content inside whatsoever.
You were white knuckling your sobriety. You were, so that to me, Jenna, there's a huge difference. Sober and sobriety, right? Yeah. Sober is you just don't have alcohol in your system, right? Sobriety is what you guys are living.
No, you were getting constant calls from me then.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Dude, bro, this fucking sucks.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's been a very long, I don't hear you say that at all anymore.
Hey, since she's been sober, have you heard me call you and say, hey, brother, I'm fucking tripping.
No.
Dude, that's crazy. I just realized that, dude. It's been 2 years.
Yeah.
Because you get all my...
I get all the 9. I know. Yeah. No, it's been great.
Crazy, bro.
And if you're and the thing is too is like everybody, all girls want to be a prize on someone's arm, Oh, I'm the prize. Oh, he buys me this. Oh, I have that right. I was a prize wife, but I've always been very religious, and my parents have taught me like that, growing up like that. And you are supposed to be like that for your husband, his support, and so why in the fuck would I choose booze over an amazing husband?
But we were. We were choosing that.
That was getting
over
to that
anything
point.
And everything.
Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy because some of her friends are straight up sober now. They come to our house. They'll come phone calls, Snapchat. I hear them all day long. But
do you look at yourself as a leader?
Oh, 100%.
She's a leader.
I chose this life. I chose my marriage and this life, and to be the wife I always knew I had inside of me to be, that my dad taught me to be, to cater to a man. I chose that over coming home and having a beer after work. And you guys, people out there like, oh, if he has a problem with me drinking, like, I can't believe you'd let your man tell you what to do. No, that's not it. I chose to make my husband proud. Yeah. And I chose for him, I want him to be able to go out and tell his homies, like, you guys, hey, my wife don't drink. Like, this is what we do. This is what we do. She's
thriving.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And at first it was for him. Now, dude, after 3 months, it was for me. So if anyone's even curious, do it. I swear, because.
Yeah.
Brad said that. Brad says a lot.
Who cares what got you here? Right. What's going to keep you here are the blessings and the promises that God can bring.
Right. Would you ever be curious to go through the steps? Or is that like, nah, I won't.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, we've talked about that. I'm like,
we've talked about it. I think pain's a motivator, bro, to make you go through this.
Well, pain is the motivator.
The only reason why I bring it up is because you have a lot back there, right? We all fucking have it. To bring it up, to put it on paper and go, yeah, I'm done with that shit, and throw it out.
That's crazy.
The freeing part. The freeing part.
And the stuff that comes up that you don't even realize is in there that we were holding on to.
Even Jason, when we recorded this podcast, when we left here, he was like, that was some shit that came up that I've never brought up, right?
Yeah.
Because it keeps coming up and working through these steps and going through and getting that shit out. You think you feel good now? Do them steps, bro.
See, I get worried though, just because like I've been through a lot of therapy, growing up and stuff. Fear. Yeah, I get scared because I've been through a lot of therapy and stuff growing up, and there's some things that if I don't bring it up and talk about it, it's not there, Okay, so it's like fuck.
But it's there, baby.
Yeah, I don't know. I got a difference
in your time.
A lot of it though with her therapist that is just like the 12 steps.
Yeah, it is.
And that's
just like a 4-step.
Katie says the same thing, right?
She did. She tells me because I know I went down this road that you're doing right now with her, and she's said this, and I've already said it all. I've already made peace.
Katie's the same way. Katie says, "Why would I want it? I don't want to relive it. I've done it."
Yeah.
And she's not. And I can tell when she says it, she's not holding on to it. Right. Yeah. When somebody says that, you could tell if they're holding on to it. I can honestly tell you by talking to you, I don't think you're holding on to shit.
Yeah. No. It's just gonna bring up. No, it's just gonna bring up shit that is gonna make me lash out to other people too, because I'm in a situation, with my son, with his situation where and it gives me flashbacks, and it's just like how I'm doing it is the right way.
Dude,
I do all of those though. I've read through them.
If she was holding on to any of it, it would manifest. It would show, bro.
I believe
it would show in our lives. And
I just want to make sure that, and it's no disrespect, I just want to make sure because our podcast talks about getting through these steps, right? We say, I don't want to be contradictory on what we, the three of us, say about our AA program, right?
It's different.
We say that we have to we say get sober, get a sponsor, and work these fucking steps.
I promise I have worked every single one of those.
And I highly believe you
dude, like Rob says, she may not be a true alcoholic.
No, the bottom came up and hit her.
You never know.
She saw, right? So
you never know, bro.
Right.
No, I was an alcoholic.
Well, dude, she loved getting messed up because she hated her miserable life.
Right.
When I first got with her,
she
was a bartender. All her friends were people that were at the bar.
Right.
She would tell me, "These are my family." I'd say, "Girl, those are not your family."
They've been through some.
Who are they?
They've been through the shit with me, So at that
she
time,
thinks they're her
you are
family.
who you hang out
bro,
with.
where are they at?
Yeah.
Right.
If you were down at the bar, they'd probably be right there with you with the family. But you're raising your kid, bro. You're showing. We're on a whole nother level of.
Yeah. And now she's there.
Raising superhuman.
And how you get there. Not everybody needs.
Yeah.
Because not everybody. If you're an alcoholic of my type, you need.
Dude, I needed to have gel threatening.
Yeah, we need this.
But there has been some times, I had a hard time and I'd have to pick up a book or look at different things, or I would be interested, but having him, I think it's just like he is my sponsor. Like even if it's about him, I tell him.
Good.
That's honest.
He's my best friend, but that's the only person I got,
Right. But see, like being Bonnie, we can leave one of our rules is, I can't read your mind. You can't read mine. So say what you mean what you say, leave your feelings at the door.
Yeah.
And let's have it, and then when we're done, because we have the same goal. We want to be together tomorrow.
Right.
And that this is going to make it better than, we're adults.
That's the shit Katie and I are learning right now, because I'm still, as she says stuff to me, I still get that my hair still stands up and go, who the fuck are you? Right. But who the fuck is she? She's my partner.
Yeah.
I should be able to take that from her.
Yeah.
Right. I should be able to listen to her bullshit, her calling me out on my bullshit. I should be able to. I have gotten so much better at that. I wish she would get better when I call her out on her bullshit. But she is, right? She is getting better because she knows that's the way I have to be. I call Rob on his bullshit. I call you on your. I call everybody on their bullshit. That's just my natural instinct is call people on their bullshit. I did that before I got sober. Unfortunately, I did it very fucking meanly before I got sober. But
and you had no place to tell people that.
No, fuck no. I had too much shit.
I mean, it's not that. The difference is none of us walk on water, but we're just the first ones to let you know when our fucking feet get wet now. Right. You know? Right. And once you can do that, then you can pick out the speck in your brother's eye.
Right. Yeah.
I have a long journey ahead of me with this, and it's exciting.
So do we. I love that. It is exciting.
People are like, "Oh my God, you can never drink again." I'm like, "Bro,
I can drink tomorrow if I want to. Yeah. I just don't want to."
Hell no. Or we'll be because I'm still young. I want to go. I was just telling him on the way here, "Ooh, let's go to a club. Like, I want to go dance. You know, like I'm still young. I still like that shit. You know, have fun."
You can't have sex if you say sex is boring, but you can dance.
I did not say my sex is boring. I said
replay it back.
Hold on, I said I feel bad for my husband because I definitely
tone it down. You're not swinging from the ceiling.
No, that's exact. But it's out of embarrassment. Like when her inhibitions go out the door. I'm
gonna promise you. I'm pretty sure your personality is gonna let that fucking go.
Eventually,
I hope so.
I think you're gonna get comfortable
that shit
there
go.
As well. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you can't do it in the bedroom behind closed doors, you're not going to do it in a fucking club.
Yeah.
Well, go.
Oh, no, I love to dance.
Go have fun. Go dance.
She does, yeah.
Go.
But that's the thing is you don't have to, or we go out, we'll go ride the Harley and someone's like pouring drinks and stuff and I'm all into it. I'm a bartender. I love it. So I'll be like watching them or whatever and they take a shot. I'm like, oh, Jason.
I
cannot believe. Yeah. It makes me want to throw up.
Yeah.
Like, and then I'll remember I always remember the bad things
well, you should.
And everywhere I go, it's like I have to apologize to everybody because I'm, oh God.
The apology tour.
Oh, it feels so good to wake up on a Sunday
and remember
morning
everything you did.
And not be like, who do I have to go apologize to? Because that was my life for so many years. Yeah. And so...
Hey, Jen, you brought something up in the very beginning and it's on my brain and I want to bring it back. You were adopted?
Yeah.
Do you know your real parents?
I know my biological mom. I was kind of went back and forth, foster kind of thing. My parents that raised me are fucking amazing, David and Linda. But my bio mom, she's a dirtbag. She chose drugs and dudes over all her kids, and she had multiple kids with multiple different daddies, and just leaves her kids wherever the fuck. So I have a little bit of hate for that from where I'm sitting now with my stepson.
Right.
So I.
But this came in when you were 5? When did you go with Linda?
So. And Dave? So my biological mom and my mommy are cousins.
Okay.
So when I was in the hospital and I was born, I was on drugs, so I couldn't leave. But back then in the 90s, you can just adopt you can go and get your family's kid. It doesn't have to do all the legal stuff. So my aunt came and got me, my aunt and uncle, my mom and dad, and I stayed with them until I was 5 years old. And then when I was 5 years old, a car, the CPS car came with my bio mom. And they came and take me from my dad's arms. And I never met my real mom.
Bullshit.
They have to. Sober fucking
I know,
drug
it's
test.
fucking bullshit.
And I never knew her. And I just knew my daddy. I'm so close to my dad, And
your biological dad?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Her dad.
My real mom was a prostitute. Who knows who that was, But I lived with my parents for 5 years. And then
which was her biological mother's sister.
No, I got it.
Okay. They're cousins.
I'm getting ready to dig here in a minute.
No, it's okay.
So if you shut me up, I'll understand.
No, you're good. So then my CPS and my bio, and I never met her, and I lived this beautiful, my dad's a Vietnam vet, my mother's a saint, never drank in her life. I lived in this beautiful home till I was 5 years old. Thank God my dad taught me how to call 911 and shit like that, But then I just culture shocked, went and they made me go with this lady and never met her, never knew her.
And how long were you with her?
Drug addict. I went back and forth throughout years. But at that time, I went from that to this trailer with drug addicts in it and all these things. And thank God I knew how to call 911, but it was a culture shock for me. I'd never seen anything like that in my life, And so with all that, I'm lucky because I seen the best of a family and I've seen the worst. I've seen some slump shit some kids should never see. And so seeing both of it has made me to who I am, where I am strong enough to, be able to navigate this way. And I think that's why I never got on bad drugs. We messed around when we were kids, me and everybody, but I was too scared to turn into Tammy, Okay. So when I got pregnant, I was like,
Tammy's your real mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, question: would you ever be interested in finding out who your real dad is?
I just did.
Him.
Okay. So
we just found him within 2 years.
So I'm sorry if my daddy listens to this. I don't want to hurt my dad's feelings.
You won't. It's not her dad. She's never met the dude.
No,
but we
I'm
met
saying
her
my daddy, David. I don't want to hurt his feelings.
That's what I'm saying.
She's
never met. She's never met the guy, but we met her siblings through a DNA
So
test.
it was an accident. I was drunk one night a couple years ago, like 3 years ago, 4 years
Crazy
ago.
Story,
and my homegirl was
God's story, bro.
Yeah, my homegirl was like, hey, I have a 23andMe. You want to do it? I was like, dude, what if he's fucking rich or something? Tammy was a prostitute. What if my real dad's like some fucking, she was hot when she was young, Maybe they took her, like, bought her or something, whatever. So we did it, like, joking around, and then out of nowhere, boom, people are popping up on my thing, like, oh, you're, like, closer in connection with them than you are these people. And so one of us reached out, either me or one of the boys, but I ended up finding out I'm an older sister to two boys and one sister. So I'm the oldest, and then there's two, and then a little girl. So I got in connection with them.
Her brothers and sister.
Yeah, so I got in connection with them.
Who are going to listen to this.
No, at first I was so fucking scared because I was like, I ain't going to say shit because what if I'm the bastard child? Because they all had the same last name. Okay. So what if their mom and dad were married in a beautiful home, and I'm like, hey, I think I'm your sister, so your dad cheated on your mom with me to get me? You know what I mean? I was scared. I didn't want to be the bastard child and ruin their life.
The play is.
Right? Yeah.
So it finally started coming out or whatever and talking and chatting it up. And then we ended up realizing, like, hey, you're from here? Oh, my God, my dad was from that area. Okay, I'm 5 years older than, the one closest to me, the boy Trevor. So, oh, shit, my dad must have had a baby before he married my mom, right?
Yeah, it all came out.
So I ended up finding out, like.
We went and met with them
So he knows nothing about me. He's in prison. And
your biological father.
The father.
He's a piece of shit. He's a dirtbag. I never, ever, ever would want or anything to meet him because I am so fucking close with my daddy. I love my daddy. So no matter what, I don't give a fuck about him. But it was pretty neat to meet that I have siblings, my blood siblings.
The sister looks just like her.
Yeah.
That's through him.
Through him.
Okay, I'll be damned.
We always thought she was a Mexican. She's an Indian.
Yeah.
Her grandmother's full-blooded, whatever.
But you know what's super neat is, like, I was the baby. So my parents have their three daughters, and then I was adopted, or taken in. And so I was the baby. So my siblings also are Jason's age, your guys' age. That's why I get along so well with Jason. I was raised like you guys.
Oh,
that's why
you know him.
But
that's an old soul then.
But this is why I cook. But women my age don't get it. Like my dad
Tina
said.
Dice.
Okay, yeah.
Tina, Stacy, and
Stacy Dice.
Yeah.
Christy Dice.
Those are my sisters.
Oh.
And so my dad.
Yes. Okay. That at your party.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? My dad raised me like he raised the girls, and so like I would come home and go to do my homework, and he'd be like, "Throw that fucking way, get in there and cut up vegetables with your mom." Like my dad's old. That's how women do this, men do this. So
the same music they played with her.
Oh,
she was also
Lisa.
trying to be.
Jason would be laughing because I
all
know
the way
music.
To Chowchilla. I had to listen to all of it from the 90s.
Oh yeah, buddy.
What's wrong with that?
It was cool. It's no, it is.
It's just
no.
It's, and
it's
so my
different
morals.
That she plays and listens to this.
So my morals, were that way with the way that my dad. But anyways, my point is that I was the baby, of that family, and so then coming in and I'm like the big sister. Yeah. I'm like, this is kind of cool. Dude, let's buy him dinner. So this is kind of cool.
We spent a lot of time. We talked to them.
We've been connecting a lot.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Did you know? So you had no siblings except for your adopteds until you got to know them.
No, I do have a sister and a brother through my real mom, but that didn't go well.
Okay. Wow.
I tried for a while, but, it is what it is.
It's all good. Dude, this has been fun.
Dude, hell yeah.
You guys have a great life thanks to God and sobriety.
So happy, so stoked, man. Give me more, man. I'm excited to live these years out with her and my children. And bro, I'm excited for this wrestling season, bro. Jake's been cooking all year.
Yeah.
Micah's wrestling hard, dude. We got a lot. Dude, I'm excited, bro. There's a lot.
Logan's got another competition coming. He's going back to the hooch video. But he's going to get a brown belt. He's a white belt, dude.
I don't care.
I know. I go break his back.
Yeah, break him.
It's fun.
You guys are a fucking power couple, whether you want to believe it or not.
Thank you,
bro. It is.
You really are.
Hey, you want to know the funniest thing too? Is everyone's like, "Oh, what'd your dad say, dude?" My dad, as soon as I was like, so my cousin Nathan also worked for Jason for many years. So we was so connected in a circle. Wow. So it's like
Nathan's your cousin?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's her cousin.
So
Nate.
it was
That's how I know her, bro.
Yeah, it was all connected in a circle. So my dad like knew who like his name, already.
Nathan's cooking right now, dude. He's cooking.
Know. Bro.
He's awesome.
But anyway, so when I told my dad, like, oh hey, I'm gonna get married to this guy, because we got married after what, 2 weeks?
No, it was
pretty close. It was a couple months. Pretty soon, Jay.
Yeah, no, it was. In 2 weeks, you're going. Are you gonna marry me or what?
Yeah, we were already bought the ring. It just hadn't came yet. So when I told my dad was straight up, bro. Was like, it's about time you got with a man.
That's fucking,
because
dude,
she's telling me you you're not gonna meet my dad. You don't talk to him. You don't want to know anything about the dudes I date.
No, my dad don't at all.
And immediately,
you got a good relationship with him?
Yeah.
Now,
I love him, bro.
My dad's amazing.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to wrap it all back around. As all this comes from, I mean, if you have not listened to Jason's first 2 stories and you try to, and I should probably preference this from the very beginning, because if they listen to this and don't really understand the shit and the drudge that you went through.
I'm a survivor.
Dude.
I shouldn't be here, bro. Most people kill themselves.
No, there's no way. Some of the shit that you went through, Jason, there's no way that you should be here. And to hear this part of it, hear this part, this is why Katie wanted me to do this. And thank you, Katie. Thank you for making me not making me. I wanted to. She just kept after me. You got to get the rest of the story there. You got to get the rest of the story.
Sounds like she's a good wife.
Oh my God, she's a blessing. She said you got to get it, and I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I did, because there was so much big. I think Katie wanted to hear where the rest of the kids were. Yeah. I think the bonus is going to come in with Jen, how you came back.
Brought them all
together.
Can I
say something real quick about that?
Yeah.
So, because I had already known Ren, and I already know who Riley is, and I had known who Drew was just around town or whatever. So his first biological children is Ren, is it Riley, Drew, and then
Drew, Riley.
Yeah, Tyler, and then Riley, Drew, right? Yeah. So he also has a stepdaughter that we claim, Jordan.
Yes.
And then we have
Mike. She is my daughter.
And then we have Micah and Jake.
Through her.
Right, but there's multiple grandkids.
Right.
But that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Talking about your kids, okay?
And then Shut up, Jason.
And then there's Jake and Micah, right? So Jake and Micah are like constantly every day, in our household. And then he's very close. We are both very close with Jordan. We talk to her on a regular basis. But who the ones that were kind of far off is his bio kids.
Right.
Those ones were so far. And so I've been like, for the past, I want to say 1.5 years, I've been like on this, not on a mission, but I've been like making it very vocalized. And I've talked with this with his daughter. I've talked with this with his son. I feel like I'm here to bring all this back together. And so, Ren came over to our house before he got sober. There was a little situation there. We had a conversation, and it's like, I've been trying to get in contact with the grandkids, bringing everything back together, because I tell him, hey, like, how do you think they, don't get your feelings hurt, but how do you think that they feel watching their dad be this good ass dad to our kids? Like, you fucking ask them out. Like, sorry to hurt anyone's feelings, but they lost a fucking brother. Should they have lost a dad too?
You're right.
Yeah. Like, and I feel bad for calling my husband out on the bullshit like that, but that ain't fucking cool, bro.
That's true.
And I'm the only person in the world that can talk to my husband like that.
Yeah.
And he'll do all these extra things for these other children. My children, Jake, Micah, and Jordan, which we love her. We'll do everything for her. But how do you think his fucking real kids felt?
I would hear this constantly. Dude.
And it's fucked up, bro. Fucked up to me.
And there's never a wrong time to do the right thing.
Yeah,
I'm doing it now.
That's what I'm saying. So bringing them back. So I tell them all the time, we came in each other's lives to complete the circle and to heal each other. And so having those 3 back in our lives, and I tell him when he's on the phone with Drew all the time, like, I've rebuilt it. I've rekindled that relationship. Because I was the one calling, his wife, oh, can we go do this? Or calling her. And I just invited his daughter without him. You've seen her. Mm-hmm. I called Riley without him even knowing and was like, can you please come show up on his birthday? Please. It would mean so much to him. So he's like shocked when he walks up that she's there. So my goal is to rebuild that connection.
It was awesome to see Drew and Riley.
Yeah. Is that
because I haven't seen them in years.
After the sobriety? Is that something, or is that something you started before you got
saying? Well, I stopped drinking so soon of us getting together. It's like, I just felt like that right away because
she would say that right away. She was like,
okay, yeah. So that
to watch him be such a good dad to the kids that he has now, it's not fair that they are older.
With Riley and Drew and Ren, and there was a huge disconnect. But dude, we all went through that trauma together. With Tyler.
That's
and
why.
So at one point, like when I met Rob, I'd never been to Tyler's grave.
Yeah.
And he'd been dead a couple years or something. Right. And I wouldn't, dude, it's like, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Don't talk about it. And I think that just with my kids, like they didn't want to talk to me about it because they knew it would destroy me. And so we just didn't talk no more. And they went through it too. Yeah. Bro, I watched them. I watched them die and break, but we still haven't talked about it.
And you will.
Drew.
You will.
Me and Riley.
Absolutely.
And we will. We're starting.
Yeah.
We're trying. But she was the focal point that
Good.
said, hey, you need to start. Dude, these are your kids.
Like, we do all this for this. Like, what the fuck? You know, I want to do this for them. I want to do this for this. I want to do this for this. So I just love the feeling of knowing, like, because I see the look on his face and the smile on his face, like, when him and Drew do talk now, you know? Or that, you know, Ren is sober and went with us to Reno, and me and Ren took off, like, and went and had fun. And he's like, dude, he straight says, you know, like, thank you so much. Like, you're so good to my dad. Like, my dad, like, this is crazy. I didn't expect this. You know what I mean? We needed each other. God knew that we needed each other. And, like, we have a family of, and they have an amazing mother. I'm not their mom, but we have 7 kids, you know, not 2 in our house.
Yeah. Right.
And, you know, and so all of those need the equal amount of love and respect. And, you know, it's never too late to make up for lost time.
Oh, no.
And that relationship with his first wife is good between you and her?
So their kids are so grown.
Correct.
That there's no, you know, there's no co-parenting.
Okay, what about Christmases? Have you guys spent...
We just visit random.
Last year they came over.
They come by and...
It's a stop by. We're so new to this whole, you know, my first kids. All the other ones, we do whatever, but with Drew and Riley and Ren.
But it's growing.
It's growing right now. I can't wait to see what it is this year.
I definitely will have a day, if it's like not on a day with, you know, their mother or whatever, I will do like a Christmas Eve. I am going to make sure that we have
That's what I was
at
getting
least
at.
once a month.
If you guys will have, will you have all 7?
We just had my birthday party again.
I took the shirt.
Yeah, brought me the shirt. I wore it.
It was a surprise party.
But dude, my kids were there. They would never come to that. It's right now. It's all growing to some. I have a picture of it, man. It
makes me feel good doing it.
Yeah. Once again, going back to this, it's the promises.
The promises, bro. For me, it keeps. I was done, bro. It was done. And
you were dead. You were dead.
I was dead.
But he does so much for my life. Like I sometimes I sit and I think, what can I do for him more? Like, what can I do for him more? And that's what I see. That's her. That's an emptiness of those kids.
What can I do for her more?
Right.
What can I do for her more? What can
and
I
that's
do
something.
We could go get some fucking food.
Yeah, you fasting motherfuckers.
So do you guys got?
Fucking 4 hours, bro.
So the moral of the story is, no matter where you're at, no matter who you are, if how deep of the shit you're in, if you will turn your will and life over to the care of God, however you choose to do that, and really do some legwork, how good can it be?
And it goes back to what we talked about before the mics got hot, right? This shit, and maybe we did talk about.
I'm always hot. Shut the fuck up.
We're so conceited.
Or is it just true?
I think it's true.
Good God.
It's the tan skin.
It's the olive colored skin.
Yeah.
But you said in the very beginning, this is pure fucking human nature, right?
Yeah, 1,000%, bro.
And I've said it a million times. When I look at those things and I see everything on there, but at some point our morals got so skewed and I'm going to speak for the 3 of us, and I can if you want me to, but I know between the 3 of us, I'm comfortable saying this. Our morals got so fucking skewed because of the alcohol and everything. It went so far left that we didn't realize that we weren't just being
decent people,
decent fucking human beings. Yeah. But because of these steps that brought us back and opened our eyes, and we were reborn
in the power of God,
and
the goodness of God.
We look at those now on this wall and go,
"That's just a decent person."
That's just a decent person.
Exactly.
And we know it. We know it.
But I didn't have the power to do that.
Yeah, but Larry, what's sad in the world? That's your name, right, Larry? See, I forgot.
Just call them Cheetos. Call them Cheetos.
Dude, I feel weird, man.
Booger
I
Cheetos.
Ate in a long time. I'm feeling weird. I feel like I've been up a couple days. No, but that's the crazy thing though, is where, you know, people my age and whoever's age were so brainwashed that hey, if I had so this was my mindset, like, hey, I had a bad day, I'm gonna come home and have 10 beers. Hey, I had a great day. Let's get a bottle. Hey, I had this, right? So then you do that, and then or if you're depressed and you go and drink and you don't realize, hey, that shit just made you 10 times depressed once you get, and you, until you're in that cycle, you don't understand it's the booze. You think it's everybody else. Yeah. Right. And that's why alcoholics or people with any addiction are so self-centered, because we're stuck inside of this cycle of,
Preach it, baby.
I'm going to drink, you know, it's going to make me feel better, but fuck all of you, because everything's your guys' fault, right? When I'm making those decisions because I'm drinking, but I'm only drinking in the first place because I had a good or bad day.
Top of page 64, my favorite page. She was preaching it.
Fucking cycle.
She's read this book, hasn't she?
What book?
She doesn't even know. You're literally could be reading out of that book. What you're saying right there,
dude, it's the truth.
It's the truth.
And if anybody is
that's why the book works.
If anybody's even a fucking slight curious, bro, read the Aaron Carr book.
I'm gonna have to read
How to quit drinking.
What's it called?
How to quit drinking for a stupid person or something like that, or whatever.
Aaron Carr's his name.
Aaron Carr. Okay. And it literally, he's like some doctor guy, but he explains to you the brainwashing of that, of like, oh, you know, we did it. It's cool. Everyone's out there drinking. Let's have a drink. But then when you're alone, or then you had a bad day. Oh, let's go have a drink. And then the next day, I have anxiety.
Or because caused by.
Why do I have anxiety? Let's have a beer. I have anxiety. Oh, you only have anxiety because of the first one.
Right.
So one turns into Bob, and when you stop drinking and you read that book, you're like, holy fuck, I cracked the code.
Well, she used to tell me before that when I'd be like, dude, you need to stop drinking. Like, you do this every day. It's a pattern. You're showing our kids that this is what the normal. And you need to stop anyways, bro. Your whole life your whole life will change. And she's like, bro, I haven't gotten a DUI. Mm-hmm. I haven't been to jail. I've done nothing.
Normal response.
I have not ruined my right to drink like you. Mm-hmm. Bro, you can't, so you're fucked, whatever.
Yeah.
But me, bro, I ain't ruined it. I'm not, I have no reason to stop drinking.
Yeah, but it's so regular. That's another thing on there. It shows you, like, it's so normal and everybody's cool and all these things, right? You know? Yeah. And it's, what do you do?
No,
you
her friends would come over, drink. It was all... Dude, it was. I
remember.
It was always.
I'd get a call after the parties.
No, you would. What the fuck, bro? They kept me up till 2 a.m. You know.
You old fucker.
Now I can't make it past 8:30, bro. I'm so fucking tired. I'm old. We're busy though. We got a lot of shit going on, and I got goals, motherfucker. I can't sleep through that shit. I go to bed early, wake up early.
She wouldn't have these goals if she was drinking.
Hell
no. She said that a couple times.
Yeah. And it sucks to admit it though.
No.
You know? Like you were.
Yeah, but that's powerful though.
It's true.
It's hard to say they're right. They were fucking right. Jason,
it ain't hard.
Fucking right.
Yeah. They were right. No, I was wrong. No, I was fucked up.
I have no problem, but it's hard to say it in when you're in that circle, as you called it. When you're running in your mind, well, I have to drink because I'm sad. I have to drink because I'm depressed. I have to drink because I just bought a new car. I have to drink
happy, sad.
I got a new job. I got to drink because of this. I got to drink because of that. You're drinking ups and downs. It don't fucking matter. But to say that Jason's right in the middle of that was never going to happen. But once she spun out of that circle,
once her thinking once clarity came, when she's here, and maturity came,
3 weeks of being sober, you start looking at shit different.
Right.
She was totally into finding those podcasts. To see my
parents,
which is great.
My parents are so fucking proud of me to see that, you know. And my relationship, because my parents they don't drink, they don't do nothing, you know. They're good ass people, but. With my sisters, you know, me and one of my sisters used to not get along. Like, so me and Tina, we love each other, but, you know, she's always been like, you're wrong, you can't do this, your son, blah, 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 always fucking pushing me, always pushing me, always pushing me. Now, we have fucking phenomenal relationship. It's insane.
Because you're sober.
She just said yesterday, I'm finally taking advice from you. Never thought that day would come.
Heard that.
Yeah. And so just,
that's funny.
My relationships are probably the biggest thing. And, you know, sometimes you have to sit back, and I know a lot of couples or I have a lot of friends, you know, everybody drinks, it's fucking Oakdale, but when you see like the drama in your friends and your family and your relationships and shit, and like anyone even one time mentions to you, oh, it's because you drink, or oh, because fucking sit back and listen to it. Sit back and find the common denominator, motherfucker, because everybody else ain't wrong and you're right.
Yeah, no, it's not like
and as a real, you guys say like alcoholic, like, yeah, you're the one fucking putting the blame on everyone else, but you're the fucking problem, homeboy. Sit back and get sober and see how it is.
People get a DUI and still keep drinking. Oh, I just got one.
This is my thing though. How can you choose to continue? Like people that come into AA and then go back to do it?
Shit.
Are you fucking crazy? Because How could
they weren't ready.
Get all these good relationships with your family and all these people and think that feeling like shit being drunk is more important than that?
Well,
cunning, baffling, powerful.
Well, I can answer you that question.
Cunning,
because
baffling,
they're still
powerful.
battling their demons.
Yeah,
they
didn't do the 12 steps, bro.
That's when I go back.
They have a clean house.
They didn't. That's where, Jen, you live with a very powerful man that you are very comfortable with, that you are able to do that with, right? There's so many people that live alone.
Please don't give him a bigger head, though.
No, I hear what you're saying. Keep going.
But there's so many people that live alone. There's so many people that live with a codependent wife. There's so many people that don't have the way to get rid of those demons, to work these steps, to get that shit out. So what do? This shit is working okay, but drinking was better. Yeah. Right. That's their thought process.
But you tried it and found out for yourself the joy, the peace, the strength that comes with it. But it took a resentment.
Right.
Bro, it's fucking life changing.
Yes, it is.
It
took a resentment.
I was like, motherfucker. I can't do that. Watch. I'm doing.
Hey, if I want my wife to do anything, if I really want my wife to do something, I'll tell her to do the opposite. You know, everybody knows my wife. Guess what she's gonna do? And if she wants me to do something, she does the same thing. Yeah. Well, I bet you can't.
So I'm definitely trying to start a little,
Don't try it. Start it.
I'm starting a little culture of, dude, making sober cool, especially for fucking girls my age. I have a little group of girls. I was doing like little sober sisters slaying it, little nights, not like AA meetings. I have some different types of friends. One of my friends is an atheist. One of my friends is this, whatever. I love everybody that loves me. So we have different beliefs. That's fine. But we get together and we have those conversations just like you guys would, and we'll do like a funny one or a cool one, like how I catfished Jason with my good sex while I was hammered, and now, so like we talk about those kind of things, and get in those circles and do that. And so we do have our own like meetings,
Good.
like without.
And those are also accountability partners.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to tell you, this studio is wide open for your girls to come in and record.
Oh my gosh, they would love it. Christy would be so good.
Start your new Sober Sister podcast.
Yeah.
It's wide open.
Spin, huh?
Yeah.
There it is.
I'll hit play and hit record and you guys go.
Yeah.
And that, because this, what we talked about right here, what we do, your words, your TikTok, your influence, it saves fucking lives.
It does.
It saves fucking lives.
Bro.
It not only is going to save the person's life that got sober, it's going to save their children. It's going to save the people.
Bro.
And the reason why I asked you, do you feel yourself a leader? Because people are watching you.
Yeah.
I see you, right? People see you, and
some of you are they're hoping. Right. Because they're still in. They're still with Jenny from the blog.
Rob,
they want you to fail.
Yeah. But Rob, I've had like girls that I do not even kick it with, don't even talk to like that. At least we've been counting at least 11 now since the day I got sober. Hit me up on Facebook or whatever and be like, Jenny, you're such an inspiration. I want to quit. How do I do it? How did you do this? Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
and those are 11 people I don't even fuck with. Random ass girls. I didn't even know she liked me. You know what I mean? Those kind of girls. But then
I paid attention to what
and it just made me feel so cool. Like,
that's good.
Dude, what you just did right there? You know what that is? That's step 12.
Carry the message.
Yeah, you're carrying the message.
She is.
I mean, she's working.
She is.
I told you,
bro. I'm telling you.
I told you I just don't want no one telling me what the fuck to do, how to do it.
But once again, I'm gonna go back so people out there listening.
No one's ever told me what to do. No one in AA has ever told me what to do and how to do it. I have asked.
Somebody turned me off, and I don't know.
And then there's lots of them cocksuckers in there.
There is.
No, but nobody listens to them.
I have to. If somebody goes, Larry, you have to. I'll be bull fucking shit. I ain't gotta do shit. But stay sober, and I know how to keep myself fucking sober. So you keep that, you take that, you have to do bullshit, and you can kick fucking rocks.
Hey, just real quick, dude, we were at the Oakdale, the wrestling banquet, which it was huge this year. It had to be, 500
There's a lot of people.
Plus. Dude, when we were in there,
Larry was supposed to go, but he sold out on us.
Hey, but motherfucker, where was that?
Hey, you were at a wedding. You were at a wedding eating Cheetos.
You prick.
Hey, but when we were in there, I had... at least I had 4 people that I would have never thought
mention the podcast?
Yeah, come up and say, hey man, I listened to your podcast. That was life changing for me.
Yeah.
Literally had 4 people. Yeah. Holy shit, you know. That
and I told Larry, Craig Davis came up to me of all people, and I love Craig. I just figured I was getting a hug anyway. Here, bro. He goes, man, that's what every Wednesday. That's what I listen to.
Yeah, no, it's hey, it's touching.
Wait, how often do you do it? I've only listened to the Jason one.
You guys,
this will be number 19 or 20 or 21.
No. You see, you don't fucking listen. It's like we're fucking married.
But you talk too much.
Co-host too, and you don't even know how many you've done.
I know exactly.
We don't know when this one's gonna drop. So
God damn it! Will you fucking start listening to me?
When's it gonna drop?
What did I fucking tell you?
Then Brad number 2 is gonna drop.
This right here, there's a reason why you guys are number 20, right? Because when I look,
that's right.
20 years, age different?
No. Because
there's a reason why you guys are 20, right?
Because most podcasts fail after.
Most podcasts fail before 20 episodes, right?
And Jason was
no shit.
Yeah.
Should we say a prayer? Because we're just all so lucky even to be here.
Please lead us.
Jason will. I love when he does.
Okay, brother. God. Hey, you know what? We forgot to pray our way in.
You know what? We're closing. Here's the thing. We're closing season 1 with Jason praying us out.
Right.
Yeah, lay it down.
My man too.
Dear God, coming in Jesus' name, we thank you for all of our blessings. Thank you for this podcast. Thank you for this platform to reach other people that are in misery and dying from depression and the pain of this life, what this life gives you, and letting our stories resonate out there and see that there is hope no matter what. If just the people that hear this, God, let them know that we're here. If they ever need to reach out to us, they can one email away, and there's always a way through this. You're never alone. As bad as it always seems, it's going to get better. It can get better and get better and better and better every day, going from homeless and nothing to owning a mansion. And that's God, just thank you for our blessings. In Jesus' name, amen.
Hey, we can be reached at recoveryunfilteredpodcast@gmail.com. That's recoveryunfilteredpodcast. What do you got? Do you have an email that you want if people wanted to reach you directly?
AlanConstruction209@yahoo.com.
Okay. Yeah, do you have one for your social media?
Yeah, so we have Jenny the Influencer @gmail.com, or my TikTok is _gang.
Okay.
And Jenny spelled
JENNY.
I think you need to get Jenny on the block.
No,
from the block.
Sorry, Jenny.
From the block, not on the block.
So just a reminder, I'm going to go. So you guys, just a reminder, stay bougie, not boozy.
Thank you for joining us today.
We hope you learned something today that will help you.
If you did not, come back next week and we'll try again.
If you like what we heard, give us a 5-star review. If you don't like what you heard, kiss my... You can't say that, can you? Anyway, if you don't like what you heard, go ahead and tell us that too. We'll see what we can improve. We probably won't change nothing, but do it anyway.
Hey, thanks, Rob. Come back next week and hopefully something will be different and something will sink in. Take care.
This has been Recovery Unfiltered.